Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Assuming everything is going fine. Hey, everyone. It's dear Capt-Jules here. Hope you are doing well. And hey, Lowell. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Man, wow, this stream has been quite a hassle to prepare. Yeah, this stream initially was supposed to be on Friday, like Friday evening, because I figured that once I came back from Malaysia at Tuesday, I thought that okay, I think I should have enough time to prepare whatever it is I want to prepare for my trip, because I want to share something that I share my trip that I was gone for about 6 days, causing me to be absent for a weekend. So I figured, like, hey, to make up for it, maybe I can share a bit about my trip. But didn't realize I took a lot of photos, and yeah, there's some things that I want to talk about. But yeah, the moment I came back, I only had like time to work on the slides for about 2 to 3 evenings. But then yeah, apparently it just wasn't enough time. So yeah, got pushed to from Friday to Saturday, and then to now, Sunday morning. So yes, this is my first time doing a Sunday, not Sunday, a morning stream, and yeah, I'm not sure how things will go, but hopefully all will turn out well. But yes, welcome everyone. Welcome to my little talk about my Malaysia trip. But yeah, I just realized I want to have music playing, so let's see if this works. So yeah, we are gonna have some Sonic Unleashed music, cause I figured since I was technically away and going overseas, Sonic Unleashed is also about going overseas. So yeah, I thought it would be fitting. Also it is a certain Blue Rodent's anniversary month. So yeah, this is going all according to plan. He lies. But yes, welcome to our neighbor. Yes, I believe in Malay, welcome means welcome is Selamat Datang. I hope I say that correctly. My basic conversational Malay, the last time I touched that was in secondary school, so I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. So yeah, if anyone wants to correct me, please do feel free. Or heck, if you guys have any fun facts, please also do feel free to share as we move along the way. But yes, without further ado, welcome to Malaysia, folks. I say that while I'm already back in Singapore, so yeah, let's just take a short rewind to about a few days ago. I was in Malaysia. I was setting out to Malaysia last Thursday. Yes, last Thursday. And that trip was for about 6 days. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday. But yes, yeah, that's a few things disclaimer, I'm not the best at taking photos, especially when it comes to food, so I know that there are some things that may not seem very clear, but yeah, please do bear with me. I am trying to work on it. But yeah, yes, so that's a little what's the word, little thing to start things off. So this was our flight in Singapore. So a little story about our flight. So my mom and I came into the airport around 11 plus, because 2 hours before check-in time, not before check-in time, before flight time, so that you can do all your check-ins and stuff. So yeah, I figured, okay, I have some time to kill, take a photo of the plane, just chill, and wait for the announcement for us to board the plane. Okay, all goes well, and yeah, until about, what was it, around 12:30 or 12:45, a few minutes before the flight, my mom and I were thinking like, okay, why isn't there any announcement yet? And our gate was, I believe, 11. So yeah, like we were waiting at gate 11. We were thinking, okay, eventually there will be the announcement, right? A few minutes passed. It was close to 5 minutes before boarding time. or supposed boarding time. So my mom told me to, you know, look at the screen and like look at the monitor and see like, okay, are we at the right gate? I turned to look at it. Yeah, turns out our gate got swapped with another flight number, and so it's like, so that's why. And that new gate that we were supposed to go, it was at gate 2, and it was like literally at the other side of, you know, the other side of the gates. So mom and I had to rush to that gate, and along the way, by the way, we were rushing, but I stopped at this. Like I literally braked when I just passed by one of the screens. Go back and then saw like, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! like this is the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't know why the AirPods were just playing that show. Like it was only one monitor that was showing that show. And I was like thinking, that's interesting. If we weren't rushing, I'd probably, you know, we'll at least have something to do while waiting. But yeah, that was interesting. But after that, it was quite normal. We just boarded our plane, and then all was well. The flight was about like 40 minutes, cause Singapore to Malaysia is really quite a short distance in comparison. So yeah, that was okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't really do much on the plane. You're just sitting there. You don't even have any shows to watch because again, it's less than an hour flight, so they really don't see the need to. Also, there's also no food, so yeah, probably the only thing you can do is probably just like look at your phone once it's safe, and or maybe sleep. But yeah, for me it's just, you know, reading some manga that I downloaded. But yeah, after that we reached Malaysia, and yeah, the first thing we did was we ate our lunch with our relatives. So what do we have? We had Oriental Kopi, and yeah, it is a local what's the term, coffee house, I guess. They are very well known for their egg tarts, but like there's a dedicated store for their egg tarts where you can see them like, you know, prepare. But thing is, mom wasn't feeling the egg tart, so, and it's not because of whether they are good or not. It's just we are not in the particular mood for it. But what else, right? But instead we ordered something else. So the first thing on our list was dry chili pan mi, or in Chinese is gan la jiao pan mian. So it consists of your pan mi, your flat noodles, chili paste, fish cakes, ground meat, shredded chicken, egg, ikan bilis or anchovies, cai xing, choy sam, which is your vegetables over here, and meatball soup. So funny story about this. My mom was the one who ordered this dish. I was the one taking the order, so not taking the order, like just filling up the order sheet to, you know, give to the staff. She specifically told me gan la jiao pan mian, which is the full name, you know, your dry chili pan mi. And she said the full thing. And then when it came in, she asked me, why is it spicy? I'm like, you ordered dry chili. Like you literally told me the name. And then she was like, oh, I didn't notice the chili. Like she was thinking that she ordered a dry pan mian. Like, you know, it's just the dry flat noodles. And she just happened to say the chili part like subconsciously. And so we ended up having you know, chili noodles. So that was fun. Yeah, but my mom, she may have a better spice tolerance than me, but she also prefer not having any spicy food if she can help it. Yeah, but I did get a few bites in. Have to say it is pretty nice. But the chili, yeah, the chili is really, it's quite spicy. It is, especially with dry chili. For me, the moment it enters my mouth, I immediately started choking. So yeah, had to be careful about that. But if you are the type that can enjoy it, I think you have a good time. Also, that's soup, so not. If you're worried about the dryness of it all, you should be fine. You should be fine with the chili. It's a nice way to soothe your throat. But yeah, there's a lot of things in that dish. It's very filling, and if I'm not wrong, were we able to finish it? I think for the most part we were able to finish it. But yeah, also the egg. You guys may notice that the egg is pretty it's not solid. That is also the egg yolk helps make things also the words are not coming to me. The egg yolk helps make things a little bit more easy to swallow. And yeah, I understand that for some people they rather not have like that runny yolk, but I think it really helps in this situation cause the pan mian can be quite dry sometimes, especially with the chili. The chili makes it even more like solid chunks that you have to eat through. Again, different strokes for different folks. For people who like that kind of texture, that's okay. For me, I would like it to be just a little bit wet. If you guys know what I'm saying. Okay. Oops, accidentally hit my table. But yeah, next up we also ordered the Oriental chicken hor fun, the Huayang 鸡丝河粉. So we have the hor fun, the flat rice noodles. I know the photo isn't doing it justice. Yeah, but the noodles are inside that soup over here. And we have your dense chicken broth, shredded chicken, the prawns, and your fish cakes. So this was the dish that I ordered specifically for myself. Initially I wanted to order something spicy. I believe it was the curry noodles because I was craving curry noodles way before that trip. But my uncle told me that we can get something else. Also because my mom already ordered spicy noodles without knowing that it was spicy noodles that she ordered. So okay, we ordered something more neutral. So again, this is coming from the guy who doesn't really eat much seafood. So the prawns were, I can eat the prawns, so I ate one and I gave the other one to my mom. And the soup is, it feels so refreshing, and I like it. It doesn't feel very oily. It is quite the contrast to the chili pan mian, because one is rather dry and this one is soup. And yeah, I like my soups, and it gives me a much easier time eating, and also it's very, very filling. Just saying. So yeah, I can eat a lot, but there's only so much I can eat. But thankfully we managed to finish this as well. It's lunch. We were pretty hungry from the flight, and yeah, just being able to down this quite easily is pretty aight. But yeah, it has that umami feel, I guess, for lack of a better word. But the prawns have that. Again, this is my tongue being quite sensitive. Sometimes when I taste seafood, especially like prawns and crabs, I always get a subconscious thought that I'm also like tasting the sea, which may not exactly be the most nice feeling in the world. But having said that, I really love the noodles. The soup makes it all the more better. And the chicken, the shredded chicken is not too strong. It's also not too bland, and yeah, it feels like the perfect mix. But yeah, moving on, we also had the peanut butter wholemeal bun. So this was a side that we ordered. It's homemade, and it's exactly what it says in the tin. Is a peanut butter and a bun, but it's also very fluffy. It's hard and fluffy. It's hard on the outside, but once you get through that initial layer, it's very fluffy. It's very enjoyable. Let me think. The peanut butter is also like generously well spread. Like I've seen some places where they are quite conservative about their spreads lah. With, for example, peanut butter, there are some portions where, you know, you only reach the peanut butter when you reach the center, or maybe at the outer ring, and then that's it. I've seen some places, I'm not gonna name a few. There are some names, but I'm not gonna name them. But this one is like, throughout you get to taste the peanut butter, and there is that noticeable thickness to that peanut butter. And I'm not a guy who usually eats peanut butter, but I have to say it's pretty good, and it feels very, what's the word? Energizing. Yeah, like for me, I usually associate peanut butter with, you know, foods that give you energy, and it really does. Even though the wholemeal bun can be quite, what's the word? It makes you, like, this in itself can be a very filling breakfast. So can you imagine, like, after eating you know, 1.5 bowl of noodles, essentially, eating this bun, yeah, you'll be quite stuffed. But it's pretty good. We'll recommend it. Also, let me try to pronounce the Chinese name, because I completely forgot what is that third character over there. Let me try to remember what is that word? 花生 something 全卖烤面包. Hey, slap you silly, welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. Yes, welcome to the morning stream, where my brain hasn't been fully awakened. I only woke up at like what, 10 a.m. Literally 1 hour before this, and yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a running thing, whether am I doing this in the morning or night. Oh, okay, thank you. Thanks for the honey ping. 花生酱全卖烤面包. I hope I got that right. But yeah, 花生 means peanut. 酱全 I think is peanut butter. Wholemeal is your 麦烤, and then bun is your 面包. Yeah, it's just like, you know, separated by words. But yeah, oh, 花生酱, oops. I swear guys, I'm Chinese. But I never said that my Mandarin was good. 花生酱, yes, it's peanut butter. Yeah, then okay, I'm not gonna bother, man. I'm not gonna attempt. Yeah, so 花生酱 is your peanut butter. 全麦 is your wholemeal. 包 is toasted, then 面包 is bun. Yeah, they didn't put like the word toast over there, but I'm just going off by the name in their menu. And it's a good thing that Oriental Coffee has their menu online, so at least I can refer to their names. Which is not what I can say for the rest of the places I've eaten. Which is, you know, unfortunate, but it happens. But yeah, I'm digressing. So yes, that looks delicious. Yes, it does. It is. It's very delicious. It gives that homely kind of vibe. Peanut butter is very generous. But again, if you are gonna have this, either have this for breakfast or when you know, feeling particularly hungry. My mom and I just happened to be hungry from the flight, so at least we had that going on. So after this, we're already quite full. Like that should be it. But then we also ordered this. So this is cendol. For dessert, this is shaved ice with fragrant pandan with gula melaka. That's your palm sugar, with pandan jelly, which is this stuff over here, and your red beans. You can add other stuff in your cendol, and this is what we got. Pretty standard. Hey, Koizakura, welcome. Yes, pandan, and yeah, I do love that pandan flavor. And I have to say, cendol over here is pretty amazing, and yeah, I guess it helps that, you know, that's gonna be honest over here. Cendol in Singapore, it can be quite hit or miss sometimes. Like sometimes the jelly maybe hard, and it feels like you're eating like just solid pieces of strands, like solid strands, and that doesn't feel nice. But over here, it has the right hardness, the right texture, and the gula melaka, it's okay. I like sweet stuff, and it doesn't go overboard. Just saying, like I enjoyed it. I know I said shaved ice also. But by the time we got it, the ice, most of it has already melted. Usually it's a lot more solid than that, and that's where you can really feel the ice texture. But by the time we ate it, it's mostly melted. There is some ice inside, but but yeah, for a guy whose teeth is not exactly the strongest, that's actually a benefit for me. So yeah, I'm okay with having like mostly melted ice with my jelly and red beans. And it's also rather sweet, but not too much. So yeah, that's a very nice balance that we have going on. And also for drinks, we got the Hainanese charm, Hainan Yuanyang. So basically it's just a Hainanese coffee and Hainanese tea mixed together. And again, this is a guy who doesn't drink much coffee. So the moment I tasted the coffee, it stuck out to me more than the tea. And I'm not sure whether is this the case for everyone who drinks Yuanyang. But the coffee is quite strong, which is fair. It is a coffee house after all. But it's very refreshing, very cooling. Yuanyang just feels weird. I see we have some people who are not particularly fans of Yuanyang, which is okay. Can understand that. Yeah, heck, even my mom who drank this with me, she also felt that the coffee was quite strong, and she also doesn't drink coffee. Coffee gives her headaches, so yeah, a bit unfortunate. Me personally, I rather have just tea by its own as well. I think it's more coffee over tea. Oh, okay, maybe that's why. But yeah, I have tasted other Yuanyangs before, and I feel that so far this is the one where the coffee really stood out more compared to the tea. Like it is, I won't say it's to the point of like overshadowing it, but like I at least can taste the tea, but that coffee flavor, it still sticks out quite prominently. Yeah. But I mean, eventually I was able to drink it. It's not too bad. It is teh. But I unfortunately have to, make it internationally friendly. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it is kopi and teh, essentially. And I don't particularly, it's not like I'll say I have particularly strong feelings against coffee. I just don't drink much of it, and again, it does come down to personal preferences. I don't drink much coffee, so your boy's caffeine levels are particularly low. But overall, it's pretty refreshing. There is quite a bit bitterness. Not really that much of a fan of it. Yeah, I mean, if it's just slightly lesser, I think I might enjoy it better. But for those who prefer, I guess maybe 70% coffee, 30% tea, yeah, maybe that will be the drink for you. But yeah, I think that was it for our lunch for our first day. So this is what we have for dinner. Your standard cao fan. So you have your rice, of course. Small prawns, your eggs, spring onions, and little bits of char siu, which is your Chinese barbecue pork. Uncle Roger approve. Yes. I hope he does. Also want to put this out there. For people who are familiar with your cooking terms, this particular fried rice, I have to say, very good. You can really taste the wok hei. It's very nice. Also very generous filling. You guys are gonna see quite a few fried rice over here, because that's a little bit of a background. On this trip, I was staying with my relatives, so I also have younger cousins with us, so they like a few things. One of them is fried rice, fried chicken, and McDonald's. So prepare to see quite a bit of those. Well, maybe the first two, then McDonald's. But yeah, this was ordered specifically for my cousins because they really love fried rice. So usually in in your Chinese restaurant setting, you order a few dishes here and there. You have your rice, usually white rice, a few other dishes here and there which I will show later, and also tea. So for me, I already have my white rice, like my bowl of white rice, and then we also have this plate of fried rice. And me being the rather big eater in the family, you guys can probably see where this is going. So we have fried rice, and then next up we have the Thai style spicy and sour fei chou yu. So it consists of your lady's finger, which is this stuff over here, your long beans, your pad thai, bitter bean, I believe is this one, your fei chou yu, your onions, your chili, and your Thai sauce. So this is this fish, quite spicy. It can be quite spicy. It's not to a point of the dry chili pan mian. So that was good. I can at least eat it comfortably. But yeah, I mean, per standard, whenever you eat fish, please do be careful of the bones. And yeah, there is quite a few bones here and there. And this fish is big. Like, it's a good thing too, because how many people were there? There were 11 people at the dining table. So yeah, it's a good thing that this is enough. Me, as much as I like eating fish, I also avoid fishes when they have a lot of bones. So I'll take some slices here and there, but not exactly to a point where I'm like constantly going after that fish. Not really. Yeah, I just take bits and pieces here and there, and yeah, I have to say it's pretty nice. The sauce is quite, I won't say it's very spicy. The sourness is also there. It's just that again, it's not very overpowering. It's a good balance, and again, this can come down to me just not eating it so much, but I have a rather good time. But the veggies, I can be quite picky sometimes. The lady's finger, I have never been a fan of lady's finger, but it's aight. But I mean, if you guys like, do people like eating lady's finger? I actually have no idea, because I have never seen anyone mention that they like eating lady's finger in my life. Even my parents, mom likes eating veggies, and she prepares lady's finger, but that is like quite far. It's only includes it if it's in her recipes, and then that's it. Real lady's finger, yeah, it does. But yeah, this fish, quite filling. And like, oh. Yeah, this is only the second. No, this is only the first dish that we ordered. Let's not include the fried rice. Yoshikage Kira. Oh no, let's not talk about that guy. But yeah, next up is sweet and sour pork, your kolo yok. Okay, I'm pronouncing it in the Cantonese way because that's how I grew up, kolo yok. Or in Chinese, it's called gulu rou. Yes. So it is pork chunks with tomato, cucumbers, onions, pineapples, bell peppers, and your sweet and sour sauce. And this dish is it's like a lot of people's go-to whenever they order in a Chinese restaurant. And yeah, again, you guys will be seeing that quite frequently throughout this presentation. Yeah, so what's interesting to know about this particular sweet and sour pork? Like, I've seen sweet and sour pork, like, in different shapes and sizes, but this is the first time I've ever seen the chunks being like quite near spherical, if that's the word. Yeah, it's like really eating meatballs, to be honest. But yeah, very strong ketchup sauce flavor, and again, I'm trying to like come up with words to better sell, not sell, better describe this dish. The best dish, yeah, it is. But again, it's because I eat it is so many times in my life that it does become quite normal for me. But I understand that not everyone gets to eat this, or at least had the opportunity, cause different places or just different cultures in general. But yeah, pretty filling. Usually this is a dish that I will go to like the most whenever we are eating together, and also it will be one of the first dishes that I will finish up. I will be the last person to eat that last piece of sweet and sour pork. But yeah, the next one we have is the pumpkin tofu, 南瓜豆腐. So it is blocks of tofu, as you guys can see here. Like, it's very clean, very neat. A few pieces of broccoli, like literally just 3. There's only 3 pieces of broccoli and then pumpkin sauce. Like, again, I try to take photos of the food before they get touched, and this is what we have. I mean, I won't really say like I expect it to be covered in broccoli. I have seen some places that do that, but it's okay. It's okay. The broccoli for garnish. Yeah, you're right about that. It's not exactly the main thing that people will go to. And it's thankful that not everyone. I won't say like there are people who really go after broccoli. If they would, they probably order broccoli dedicated dish, which there is that. That place does does have that. But we'll have carrots. Yeah, there are some places that will have carrots included. I'm not sure whether I have that in my trip, but I know that there are places that have your tofu, your broccoli, and carrots, and maybe some onion and garlic here and there. But the place that we end up eating doesn't have that, but that's okay. That's okay. The main point is the tofu and the pumpkin sauce, and the pumpkin sauce. Very creamy, quite enjoyable. Also, the tofu is very, very soft, and yeah, for those people who like tofu, aka me, this, is very enjoyable, and yeah, it does make a nice balance of things, especially when you have your hard meat like your fish and your pork. I mean, something like this is, it allows me to, relax your teeth. Broccoli for Genshin, yeah boy! New character. But yeah, that it is what it is. Pumpkin tofu with a little bit of broccoli for garnish. It's a good thing that you guys mentioned garnish, cause yeah, I probably would have thought of that. But yeah, next up is fried chicken. Oh yes, that's another thing that the kids like, fried chicken. So yeah, again, it is what it is. I mean, I don't really have much to say. It's literally chicken wings fried, and I'm not a fan of fried chicken. I can never eat a KFC 2-piece. So I ate one, and then that's it. Is it the salty kind? Yes, it is. Rather salty. The prawn paste, I don't recall having prawn paste for this particular one. Like most of fried chickens were given to my cousins because they really love that, and I just see them going at it. It's like, dang, I can never do that at their age. And by the way, these kids are like what? 7 to 13? At my age, I can't even finish one chicken wing. Like, no joke, I can't finish that. And yeah, just 13, 1 tree. So yeah, just seeing them, just go at it, it's quite interesting. And because they eat so much fried chicken, oh yeah, in Chinese it's called 炸鸡. They eat so much of it, they end up like just eating the rice and the fried chicken and maybe a bit of the veggies, but then that's it. Ayam goreng! Yes, yes. Hey Zel, welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. Good morning. But yeah, ayam goreng, I mean, it's funny that you mentioned that, Zel, because yeah, ayam goreng also means fried rice in Malay, but ayam goreng is also like prepared in a different style. It is fried rice, but is how do I put it? It's just a different way of cooking. Also different ingredients, but in a literal translation of fried rice from English to Malay, it is ayam goreng. Wait, no, I'm an idiot. It's not. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. Again, this is the 10 a.m. brain working here. Okay, that's always my brain working. Ayam goreng. Ayam is chicken. Ayam is chicken. I am such an idiot. Goreng is fried. I am so sorry. Nasi goreng is fried rice. Yeah, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. But yes, ayam goreng. Yes, it's your fried chicken. Pretend you guys didn't hear that. Sometimes I feel like I should have 24 hours of sleep instead of 6 hours. Maybe that might get my brain well rested up. But yes, ayam goreng. I don't recall prawn paste being included. It doesn't have that taste to it, but yeah, I mean, it's just your standard fried chicken. Only have one piece again, so yeah, not much I can really say about this. But after that, we also had the old cucumber soup. Lao. I swear guys, I'm Chinese. Huangkua tang. Yeah, I know it's not very obvious like to see the cucumbers over here. Yeah. So what's included is old cucumber, pork ribs, and red dates over here. It's not as it's, I guess you can call it a kind of a herbal soup. Yeah, because this soup you usually have a lot of herbs included inside, and it's, if I'm not wrong, it helps with the heatiness in your body. Like, it's supposed to help you feel a bit more cooling, and I recall it having that effect. Either that or it was the tea. But yeah, usually the old cucumber is also, I won't say it has a very strong flavor. Is, you are basically eating moist cucumbers, and it's not usually like those cucumber slices that you see in other dishes. It's quite thick. Like, you have like whole chunks of, not whole chunks, what's the term? Thick chunks of cucumber inside that soup. And I know that photo isn't doing it justice. Because if I'm remembering this properly, this was taken slightly after my relatives already taken the cucumber chunks. Like, there are bits and pieces of the cucumber inside. It's just that this was taken slightly after they taken the cucumber, and so unfortunately we don't get to see that. But I mean, if you guys are interested, do look it up. It's quite what's the word? Quite interesting. Yeah, the words are not coming to me. I apologize, guys. But yeah, we do order soup whenever we go out to these kind of places. But I think this is like the first time where we had old cucumber soup. Usually it's something else. I forgot what's that name called. But yeah, it's alright. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, that was it for dinner. So next day we went to breakfast. We went to this place. It's a coffee shop. Not coffee shop. It's a hawker coffee shop. Slightly similar concept. Yeah, there's a lot of food here. Obviously, I'm gonna have to censor the faces. But yeah, what we have for breakfast. This is coming from a guy who doesn't eat much for breakfast. I'm a light eater when it comes to breakfast, so yeah, breakfast whenever I go on trips, they're quite full. They're quite full. The cat can be seen sitting. I can assure you, it isn't me. But yeah, we had dumplings, sui jiao. So there are two types of dumplings over here. One is your pumpkin, and another one is your mixed veggies. So that was a little appetizer that we had. Oh yeah, the sauce. I believe this is chili sauce. I say I believe because again, coming from a guy who's not good with spicy, I tend to avoid things that are like pretty bright red. So yeah, I just eat the dumpling. That's a small bits of it because again, when we are going on trips, usually to have more variety, like to be able to eat more food, we usually just share whatever dishes that we ordered. Like when we order a dish, it usually doesn't like, oh, I will just eat this particular dish to the end. We just eat bits and pieces and then we rotate around with family. But yeah, let me try to think. What were my impressions of the dumplings? I will start with the mixed veggies. Okay, because I don't know what exactly is inside. There's a lot of pieces of veggies that you are eating. Like you have your leafies, you have your stems. So it's a combination between like soft and hard, in between bites. And okay, the hardness is not say like you are eating something soft and then suddenly it goes hard. It's just those tiny bits and pieces where you can feel there's a bit of a crunch. But yeah, there's a little bit of salt in it, I feel. Like there's a bit of saltiness, like I believe this is like some salted vegetable dumpling. Again, I'm not quite sure what exactly that my mom ordered. Yeah, it also could be the MSG. Yeah, it could also be the MSG and it gives it a bit of that flavor. Oh yeah, overall, usually might be jiu cai. Yeah, it could be the jiu cai, the garlic chives. Yeah, you're right about that. By the way, thanks for giving all this info because I wouldn't have figured this out by myself. But yeah, it could be the jiu cai making it that's a bit salty, and I won't complain too much because it is what it is. Like it's just dumpling. Got another traditional veg, but not sure the name. Oh, yeah, I remember there is a combination of veggies that people usually put, but I also forgot what's the name. Yeah, I'm trying to like think about it, but the name isn't coming to me. I remember saying it out loud before, but I forgot what's the context and I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that was the mixed veggies. There's also the pumpkin over here, the yellow one. Yeah, that one is slightly sweeter. Also slightly chunkier compared to the mixed veggies. At least for me anyway. I'm pretty sure for some people they'll probably like just down it and then ain't no thing. But yeah, I know I say chunky, but in the end, it is pretty soft, pretty enjoyable. Again, this is just me taking like about a third of the dumplings here, and then like just rotating it to my relatives. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. For an appetizer, it was pretty nice, and I'm pretty sure the chili will make things a lot better. But again, still trying to work on my spice tolerance. So yeah, maybe next time. And then next up, we have the char siu wonton noodles, your char sao in tun mian. So again, it is char siu, which is your Chinese barbecue pork, your fried wonton, Chinese dumplings. Okay, the thing about wonton noodles is that it can be ordered dry, which is what you are seeing here. But it can also be ordered with soup, like the entire dish inside the soup, which is usually what I order because it feels more filling. But I understand that the flavor is not as strong compared to dry. But to me, it feels satisfying enough. And when you order soup, usually the wontons over here, there will be more of this kind of dumplings. So they are not fried. I'm not sure what's the proper term for it, but they are definitely prepared in a different way. So they are a lot more soggy compared to dry, but the fried wonton we have here, pretty crunchy, pretty nice. Which is, you know, the usual when you order like dry char siu wonton noodles. You also have your dark soy sauce and your chai sing, your choy sum over here. And also paired together with your green chili, which I don't eat. Because I don't like that sour, bitter-ish feeling. Yeah, it's not for me. Like, I know people will just immediately pour the chili in with their noodles, and more power to you guys. I can't do that. I also want to go to Malaysia. Someday, Zell, I hope you can go to Malaysia. It is a nice trip. Just to get away from our home country for a while. You know, just to take a break. Blasphemy. Green chili gang rise up. No. I will stand by that. I'd rather have red chili than green chili. Famous last words. Yeah, oh man, speaking of that, so we ended up not eating. Okay, I ate like what? The first half of the noodles, and then I gave it to my mom. And then she, you know, just put bits and pieces of the green chili, and then, you know, just enjoy her meal. My impressions of this dish, I already mentioned the fried wonton is nice and crunchy, as it should. Like throughout, it is nice and crunchy. I had incidents where the fried wonton is only the outer shell that is crunchy, and this middle part over here is like ridiculously soft. Like the contrast is very jarring. But I'm thankful that this part, while it is softer compared to this part over here, it at least has some form of a crunch. So it slowly eases you in. And then after that we have the char siu, pretty juicy, pretty nice, pretty tender. And also, I would say it's like very, what's the word? Very overpowering. It's rich with flavor, helps that, you know, it's dry. Because I understand that when you order it with soup, usually that soy sauce flavor won't be as strong compared to the dry one. And so yeah, it definitely is definitely giving the flavor that it's supposed to give. And yeah, your chai sing, I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. like again, is as a garnish. I believe the word is garnish. So it's not very flavorful. Yeah, I mean, even though it's like, what's the word? We did mix it up properly. Like there is some soy sauce that went into the veggie, but for the most part it feels quite this is in air quotes, clean. Like it doesn't feel too dressed up. You know, like it doesn't feel like the soy sauce is overpowering the chai sing flavor. Like I can feel like there's still a bit of a clean veggie taste, if that's the word for it. You eat wonton noodle for chai sing? Do I really? Yeah, but I've seen wonton noodles where the veggies are like a lot, sometimes even more compared to the char siu, and I'm like thinking, please tell me that the person specifically ordered for more veggies. Because man, that would be quite the filling proportion. But actually, I do eat the veggie a lot too with wonton noodle. You know what, Zell? That is pretty healthy. If you can change to spinach noodle, I will change. Oh man, spinach noodle, I used to eat that a lot as a kid, and yeah, that felt nice. That felt really, really nice. Oh man, I miss eating spinach noodles. Like I haven't ate that in a decade. And sometimes whenever I look at soba, of course, green noodles, my mind immediately thinks of, spinach noodles, but I know they are like completely different things. But yeah, maybe I should eat that one day. But yeah, it's a good thing that you eat a lot of veggies with your wonton noodles. Because yeah, I know that there are places that feel that will include more veggies with noodles. Like we're not even talking about wonton noodles. There are other like noodles like your pan mian, your yi mian. Yeah, there are some places where they will add quite a lot of veggies into the dish. Hopefully not to a point where it's like overpowering the meat. 50-50, maybe. That would be nice. But yeah, this one, I'll admit it's not as much, but again, this photo may not be representative of how they usually prepare their dishes. But that was by my experience. So yeah, just do take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, so next up we also have chi chong fan, du chang fen. So it is your flat rice noodle roll with yang tofu, yong tau fu. So the reason why I put yong tau fu and then all the ingredients here, because usually when you have a combination of these ingredients, yeah, people just group it together as yong tau fu. So you have your bean curd skin over here, and your fish balls, and your tau pok, which is tofu puffs. Yeah, I had to look it up. I had to look it up on Google what exactly is tau pok. Like, I know it's bean curd, tofu stuff, but how can I explain it in a way that international viewers may understand? So yeah, also again, green chili, not a fan of that, so put it to the side. But again, I'm sharing this with my relatives, so it's not that bad. Airy tofu, maybe. I guess you can put it that way. Deep fried tofu puff, yeah, that's a much better description. Yeah, like this stuff is all deep fried, and yeah, I guess I can go down one by one. So the flat rice noodle roll over here. So that is your chi chong fan, or at least that is the main thing that you're eating. Like I know it's the rest of the yong tau fu is like covering the chang fen, but it's very smooth, very slippery. And I have to emphasize the word slippery, cause sometimes I have butterfingers, so whenever I pick up the noodle, it's very easy for them to slip off my chopsticks. So that does take a few practices to get your chang fen inside. But it's very smooth, it's very nice, very easy to go down with. Yeah, usually this stuff is also covered in a sauce, different kinds of sauce, I believe. Okay, I'm not gonna assume which sauce that we got. I know that soy sauce is involved. A bit of gravy, I think. Yeah, I can't really recall what exactly is the sauce. Why do I feel like it's Ipoh? I can assure you it's not Ipoh. As much as I want to go to Ipoh, we end up going to Kuala Lumpur and Kuala Selangor, which I will get to later. Initially, we were planning on going to Ipoh, but unfortunately, time constraints, we only had 6 days, and 2 days is already reserved for a certain place, so we end up not going there. But yeah, I have relatives in Ipoh who I really wanted to meet and just talk to again. But unfortunately, maybe next time. Oh yeah, it could be sweet sauce, sweet bean black sauce. I'm so glad that you guys are in this chat, by the way, because I am completely oblivious when it comes to my food. Again, I know how to cook, but it's in a very basic level. I bake more than I cook, so yeah, unfortunately there are some things that I'm not exactly the most familiar with. I'm just here to be extra. Dear man, you're contributing, and appreciate it. Right, yeah, the yang tofu, usually these ingredients, they're also served in somewhere else. You can have your yang tofu in your soup, which is usually what I'll order and what I usually associate with. But yeah, all of this stuff is usually deep fried. Even when you put it in the soup, people order like Yong Tau Fu soup, and it's usually these ingredients coupled with a few other things. They're also deep fried, and you know, when you put it in your soup, it gives that nice soft yet crunchy kind of feel. Well, maybe not the fishball, but your tau pok and your beancurd skin, definitely. You definitely feel that crunch even when you're drinking it with, even when you're eating it with your soup. Your extra value meal. I joined for food. Guys, 80% of this stream is just gonna be me talking about the food. But yeah, because usually when we are going out, usually is just eating, maybe a little special trip here and there, talking to relatives, then that's about it. Yeah, we don't usually do anything that out there. Being able to do this is already pretty, you know, special for us already. But yeah, this is the dish that I ordered specifically. This is the hot plate noodles, your 铁板面. So what we have here is your 意面, your 意米, your noodles, your chicken over here, a bit of ginger, a bit of garlic, your egg, and also spring onions. So this dish, like its name implies, it is served on a hot plate. Or for people who, you know, who refer it to another term, it's also your 铁板. Yes, your 铁板, your teppanyaki. Similar concept. So yeah, this dish is very hot. Please don't touch the plate when it's immediately served to you. Please don't. Even after eating it, please don't touch the plate. It is very hot. It happens sometimes by accident. You may touch it, but please don't. Yeah, immediately, you know, siam lah. Just move your hand away. What can I say about this dish? I ordered it specifically cause, okay, I was going around the area and I wasn't exactly sure what to eat. There are so many choices, and also wasn't sure what my relatives would be eating. So I was like gambling, okay, what should I order that my relatives most probably won't order? So I turned around. Okay, the hot plate noodles. Sounds like a safe bet. Okay, let's go. So ordered, it's pretty nice. It's been a while since I had hot plate noodles. Hot plate ifu noodle. Wait, is that what it's called? Because I remember going to the store and yeah, seeing the exact name. So yeah, I mean that could have been the more complete name, hot plate ifu noodle. So it's a food no one would choose. No one in my family would choose. There was a line. The only reason why I say it's probably not something that my family would choose is because from memory, I know that they usually don't order like hot plates. Unless it's for a special occasion, I guess. Probably not with us around. So, okay, order it. And I think I'm the only person in my immediate family that will go after hot plate. Yeah, my parents, they don't usually order that. So yeah, safe bet, order it. Like the noodles, it's very smooth. The soy sauce, the gravy, helps out a lot in, you know, just letting you slurp the noodles much easily. Gives that flavor too. The chicken, I mean, from a guy who doesn't like bone-in chicken, I'm glad to say that there is a generous portion of meat inside, because I have instances where they serve you the dish. The bone-in chicken is there. There's more bone than chicken, like more bone than the meat. And yeah, I'm glad that at least I can, you know, be able to like take the meat out of the chunks and, you know, enjoy my meal. And yeah, it's pretty nice. Not too salty. Usually these dishes can be quite salty sometimes, and yeah, the egg also helps. For me, immediately, whenever I see eggs like this, I'll be very tempted to just, you know, break the yolk open and then just mix it up. I know that there are people who maybe a bit icked out by that notion. Like, they don't usually like their egg yolks being all gooey and stuff. Me, I'm the complete opposite. I like it when I can break my egg yolk and then just, mix it up with the noodles and the chicken, and then just eat from there. Like, it's having that nice mix of flavors. But yeah, you also get your solid egg whites, which also, helps you feel more filling. Yeah, because I don't know, I had instances where the egg white is very liquidy, and yeah, it doesn't feel right. Like, I don't know, guys, do you all usually have your eggs gooey and liquidy, or do you prefer it to be like completely solid? Like, I have seen two different camps, and yeah, it's interesting to see what your opinions are like. Black egg, the way to go. Hey yo. Wait. I know you say black egg. My mind is thinking of two different things. It could mean either, what's that word? What's that term for that egg? The egg that usually goes with your porridge. Is your 茶叶蛋. Your tea egg, I think. Your tea leaf egg. Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking of. And another one is just, century egg. Oh my god, guys. I swear guys, I'm a Singaporean, Chinese, and I have eaten these dishes before. But my brain is not working like at all. But yeah, century egg. It's either century egg or burnt egg. Like, these are two things that I think of when I'm thinking of like black egg. But I'm glad that it's something else. But you go with gooey egg. Yeah, boy, gooey egg gang, rise up. Yeah, that's like usually my go-to when it comes to eggs, unless it's a different kind of dish, like specific dishes. Then yeah, I'll go with the more solid kind. Oh my god, guys, I'm so glad that we have a gooey gang over here. It makes me feel validated. Because sometimes it feels like I'm the only one in my circles that goes with gooey eggs. I've been to places with, certain groups of people, and when I split open that egg yolk, I'll get weird looks from the people around me. But yeah, it's interesting to see how different groups of people feel towards eggs. Next up, what do we have? Oh yes, so next up we went for lunch at Jeff Lee Kitchen. So this place, this restaurant is actually like two places. Not two places, two buildings together. My name GF. Yeah, so it's not just this building, it's actually these two buildings connected together. And every time we go there, it's always very crowded. Like, it's crazy crowded. You have to wait outside over here, and then you get a seat. But usually it's quite fast. You'll get a seat quite soon, like in a few minutes. But yeah, what we ordered, it's a rather simple lunch. It's actually just the three of us for that instance. So we had fried tofu with sikwa. So you have your fried tofu, carrots, and your sikwa, which is your rigid gourd, is this green thing over here. And excuse me. So yeah, the sikwa over here, okay, I'm gonna admit, again, this, I have to look it up on Google, what is exactly the translation for this. It's not watermelon, it's not sikwa, it's a sikwa. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can tell by the color of it. Yeah, it's something else. I have to look it up, so I may be wrong about the name, but this is what my mom told me while I was working on the slides last night. It's pretty soft. It's actually not so rigid. Maybe the outer part is slightly harder, but honestly, you can just chew on it and then it's just fine. It's more chewy than it is hard. Yeah, if anything. Yeah, like This is soft, this is soft, this is also quite soft. The carrots, I guess it helps that with the way they cook it and just the gravy. Nice soft, it's easy to chew. It's very, very chewy actually, now that I think about it. Even the carrots, like, you would think that the carrots will at least have some hardness to it, but from my experience, it's just quite chewy, it's quite soft, and yeah, it goes down quite easily. And then next up we have the potato leaves with garlic. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's pretty nice. Very, very leafy. Very. There's a bit of that subtle potato taste. This coming from the guy who really loves potatoes. So yeah, especially with the leaves, you will feel that certain starchy flavor. I guess the garlic also helps bring it out. But yeah, if I'm not wrong, let me try to remember. Yeah, I'm trying to remember something related to this. Oh yeah, okay, so funny thing is, not funny thing is, this is a precaution to people who are not familiar with eating potato leaves or any kind of leafy vegetables. This is from my experience. Please do take it like, you know, just a few at a time. And eat it a few at a time. Because sometimes when you're not careful, and this is back when I was a teen, there are instances where I, you know, eat whole chunks, and then it end up becoming a ball of leaves, and it will be impossible to chew. So for people who never order this dish or anything similar to it, please do take it a few at a time. Hey yo, please do order this if possible. Yes, with that said, do recommend it. It is very nice. It is very nice. It goes very well with your rice or your noodles. Reason, cause making it at home is a chore, so just pay for the service. Oh, is it a chore? Please do tell, please do tell. Oh, a lot of peeling of the stem. Okay, yeah, now I see where this is going, yeah. Yeah, I remember my mom preparing this, and yeah, it can be a bit of a hassle. Yeah, more power to her, because she does make this dish quite, I won't say very frequently. Okay, occasionally she prepares this dish. Sometimes it's something else, but yeah, we do have a good number of times where we ate this. Right, I tired every time last time when young prepping this dish. Yeah, it do be like that. They eat so fast finish, the ratio of work to mouthful, no balance. Yeah, you do make a good point. Yeah, man, but dude, more power to you. At least you have the experience of, you know, preparing it. Kill 2 hours, eat in 5 minutes. Yes, unless you are the unfortunate sap that decides to eat everything all at once. Yeah, that one, eventually your teeth will get tired. Not fun. And then that effort will go to waste. So yes, yeah, more power to you guys. So that's all I can say. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Not just for the effort. Please do order it when you can. If you can order this dish, I don't mind order. But yeah, next up we have the pig's organ porridge. So it's porridge, fried intestines, and a little bit of pork. Just gonna put this out there. I am not a fan of pig intestines. It doesn't feel right in my mouth, and we're gonna come up to another dish later on. And that dish, I immediately went past it. Like I can't eat it. It just doesn't feel right in my tongue. Like I can't jive with it. But you know, I have relatives, so they help me out with it. Oh yo, fried intestine porridge. Yes it is. Never mind, Jules, I'll help you eat them. Thank you, Zell, appreciate it. But yeah, fried intestines, I mean, in the end, I did at least have a few small bowls of it. You know, it's pretty chunky. it's pretty chunky, pretty chewy for some parts. Okay, so the chunky is in the front intestines. The pork is more on the chewy side. And yeah, I guess it helps that it's like really bits and pieces of, you know, the meat. Because the ones that I usually ate, those are like much larger, and I can't really like down it comfortably and end up like not eating it. Liver gang. Ah man, it's a good thing that you guys can eat those. I don't, and maybe who knows someday my taste buds will change, which is possible. It can happen. Who knows, right? Who knows? But don't give me lard. I hate lard. Sure, Zell, no thought on that. We'll do my best. I mean, if we ever do meet up, who knows, right? Hint, hint. But yeah, nothing much to say. The porridge, it's pretty clean. Not much soy sauce. There is a little bit. So, there is a bit of salt. There is a bit of, you know, flavor here and there. But it's not very overpowering. But yeah, most of the taste is usually towards the pork and the fried intestines. My taste changes though. I don't really eat intestine or fried pork when young. Now I just let my vessel clot. Yeah, it does let your vessels. Yeah, eating this kind of stuff does make your vessels clot quite a bit. So yeah, PSA, please do be mindful of how much you eat. But if I'm not wrong, pig intestines, they supposedly do help out with your intestines. How? I have no idea. But yeah, that is one of the main dishes that we ate. The other one was, let me see. Yes, the minced pork noodles. So again, it is what it says in the tin. You have your noodles and your minced pork. So minced pork it's nice, small, chewy. It's quite chewy. You can just easily eat this, like, you know, have a few small bowls in, and these parts of the pork, that's usually where your more flavorful taste comes in, because this minced pork portion, not gonna be honest about it, it's not very, it doesn't really give off that strong of a flavor. Like, yes, you can feel the pork, but definitely not as much compared to these big guys over here. And yeah, this is what my mom and I ate. Cause the relative that we were with, she's vegetarian, so most of it goes to us. So we have half. And then, you know, it is texture wise, it's not exactly that dry. Like, I know, like in the picture here, there are some parts of the noodle which is dry, but you know, that's where the sauce comes in. So yeah, mix it up, put it together with your minced pork, and yeah, you have a much more enjoyable experience. Definitely recommending it, like mixing it up as much as you can before you eat it. Because the noodles, they don't really have much of a flavor. Your flavor, most of your flavor comes with the pork. But yeah, after that we have dinner. So this is your pasar malam, your night market. So you have these kinds of places nearly everywhere in Malaysia. And yeah, this is the best place where you can, you know, eat your street food. So we did order a few. So one of them is your fried chicken. This one is slightly different, as you guys can see. Is a whole lot redder compared to the fried chicken that we had previously. And yeah, I did have a few pieces of it here and there. This one is definitely a lot more. It definitely has a lot more of that salty kind of vibe, kind of taste. Like previously, I can recall that the chicken wing I ate, it wasn't that salty, compared to this. This one was a whole lot salty. also have the feeling of, I won't say burnt, it's more like what's that term? I don't want to say burnt because it's where it doesn't paint a good picture of the chicken. Like, it is good, it is very good. It does have the feeling of like, you know, you are close to, you know, feeling the char. Close to feeling that char kind of taste. And I mean this in a positive way. It does give off that good smoky kind of crunch kind of taste. And yeah, again, most of it is to my cousin, so yeah, I didn't really have much of that fried chicken. But it's good, we'll recommend. And then the next one we have chicken satay, your Chiro satay. I can never pronounce it right. Just saying. So it is your skewers of chicken meat mixed together with peanut sauce and ketupat, which is your compressed rice cakes. I know it's not inside the picture, but yeah, it is usually included when you eat your satay. Satay also comes in a lot of different meats. You have your pork satay, your mutton satay. We just ordered the chicken satay for this one, because that is usually our go-to. And yeah, similar to the fried chicken, it is... Oh, sorry about that. I choked on my saliva. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Highly recommend dipping it in your peanut sauce every time you eat it, because it does give out that nice flavor. But again, for those people who are just trying it out, I also do recommend starting out like just eating the chicken meat on its own first, before you put it together with the peanut sauce and the ketupat, because that way you have a much more stronger taste, if that's the right phrase for, you know, for the satay. And again, you guys may notice the black part, so yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It has that nice char, smoky addition to your satay. And you know it's good when you have those, you know, that those pieces in it. Like sometimes you can have your satay where it's like completely clean, like just an example, like your satay is like it's prepared well, it's prepared cleanly, safe, but it does hit different when it's 100% just soft meat. Sometimes you will need, you may prefer like having a bit of like that hardness to it, which I think only comes when you're able to like reach to that certain degree when it comes to like grilling your chicken. But yeah, this is also our go-to whenever we are ordering from the Pasar Malam. And then next up we have the Penang Mochi, your Huasen Mazi, also known as peanut mochi rice cakes for our international viewers. So what this is also it's rice cake with peanut powder, like a lot of peanut powder actually. So it comes in original flavor, which is this one, the white one over here. But for me, this is my first time seeing this. This also comes in pandan flavors, and later on we actually did see that there are other flavors as well. I completely forgot what are the other flavors. But yeah, there are other flavors, and this is actually my first time ordering mochi actually. Or rather specifically the pandan mochi, which is over here. So yeah, this... Okay, just to share a little bit about Penang mochi. So like a lot of rice cakes is usually very soft, very chewy, which is the case over here. But the peanut powder also gives you that little bit of that crunchy additional taste, like that texture. And usually that's about it. That's usually about it. Most of the flavor usually comes from the peanuts. I don't recall like the normal mochi having a particular strong taste. But then when we ordered the pandan, oh man, the pandan flavor is very strong, and oh my gosh, I fell in love with it, because yeah, that was a nice combination of flavors, like the the sweetness of the pandan mixed with the roasted saltiness of the peanuts. Yeah, that's a very nice combination, and we actually ended up like ordering 2 of these at separate instances because I just fell in love with it. And yeah, definitely will come back to this if I have the chance. Yeah, like I remember, if I recall correctly, in Singapore, most of the ones that we have is usually the normal flavor. I don't think there's any like pandan flavor. There's no other additional flavors. Again, maybe it's just me not searching hard enough, but I would definitely love to try that again if I have the chance. Oh yeah, next up we also had the dry meat chicken floss bread. Your 肉干鸡丝. Sorry, choked on the saliva again. I probably need to drink up, guys. Let me just take a quick sip. So yes, it's your 肉干鸡丝面包. So it is your dry meat, of course. Your chicken floss, your eggs, your sausage, your ham, and your cheese. So 4 of these they're ordered separately. So yeah, the ones that we ordered was the dry meat chicken floss. So you know, it's the one that a lot of people usually go for, and they are not kidding when they say dry meat, because it is hard, it is dry, and I mean, I got what I ordered, to be honest. So yeah, no complaints there. It's also my first time eating something like this, so yeah, it is nice. Rather salty, which, you know, again, part and parcel when it comes to 肉干. And the chicken floss, they're very generous with it. It's like nearly to the entire bread, and there is a layer to the chicken floss. So it does feel like when you're eating into the bun, it is soft. Then you reach the dry meat, which is hard. Then you reaching the chicken floss again, which is also soft. So you get like soft, hard, soft, and then you also reach the cucumbers, which is hard again. So it's like a whole combination of like hardness when you're eating this piece of bread. But yeah, pretty enjoyable. It's also pretty big, so yeah, it's a good thing that I'm like sharing half of this with me and my mom. Yeah, because we also order other stuff along the way. And the next one is the lom mai kai, your lom mi ji. So it's your steamed glutinous rice with chicken, also mushrooms, and your sliced chicken sausages. The sliced chicken sausages are inside the lom mai kai. My favorite, yeah, it's my favorite too. Yeah. Okay, so about the lom mai kai itself. So usually you have a few spoonfuls of your rice and your chicken when you can, you know, get bits and pieces of it, and then you just put it together and then just eat it there. Like, if possible, I recommend just, you know, eating all of them together, like with, you know, within spoonfuls, of course. Like, don't just eat the rice and then eat the chicken and then the mushroom. Put it together in between your spoonfuls, like just put it together. You have a fantastic time. Yeah, it is clumped together. It is that nice feeling of like hardness and softness all together. I see you later, hang out a bit. Okay, thanks, Slap You Silly. Thanks for tuning in, man. And thanks for helping. Right, yeah, really recommend the lom mai kai. It's also one of my favorites, actually. Like, I only started eating this during poly, and I just fell in love with it. It is very filling. This is usually my dinner whenever I have to stay back for school. So yeah, it does continue on from there. And whenever I'm out with my parents, whenever they see lom mai kai, they'll just turn to me and say like, "Hey, do you want to order it?" I'm like, "Sure, I guess." Even if I'm not in a particular mood for it, I'll be like, "Okay, sure, why not?" Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just a nice dish to have. And yeah, it's quite nice. This one in particular is quite enjoyable because as you guys can see, it's like quite neatly pressed together. And there are some lomakai which like will immediately crumble the moment you like put your spoons inside, and they will just crumble. But this one, at least it keeps its shape, so you can steadily like pick up your rice, pick up your chicken, and maybe a bit of mushrooms and chicken sausages, and then just eat it. And then yeah, just slowly eat it without having to feel it crumbling, because I feel that part of the magic is also just how compressed it is. But yeah, pretty solid. And then the next one we have is nasi lemak. So it is rice cooked in coconut milk, mixed with sambal chili paste, boiled egg, cucumber slices, and peanuts. Usually there will be, not usually, most of the times there will be meat included in your nasi lemak. But for this one, we order something more simple. So yeah, it is a bit more bare bones comparatively. But dang, the sambal chili, yeah, that one is spicy. Like really spicy. Usually that's what you get whenever you order like nasi lemak. They will add sambal chili. Sometimes they'll put it in the side, like over here, which is, considerate. Sometimes they will just put it right at the center, which is quite hard for people like me who's not good with spicy foods. So yeah, you can at least control the amount of sambal chili that you put in, which I did. I also just realized there are 2 different eggs over here. Yeah, I didn't even realize when I'm like putting it in the slide. So yeah, that's quite a few eggs we have there. But yeah, the rice itself is pretty fragrant. Of course, because they are cooking it in coconut milk. So pretty fragrant. It does feel, what's the word? It does feel very fragrant. Definitely whenever you put in just that little bit of chili, yeah, you'll definitely feel like you have a different taste going on. But yeah, usually there'll be meat as well, but yeah, we don't have that. But yeah, don't worry, you will be seeing more nasi lemak photos later on. But yeah, moving on, we have the vegetarian popiah. So this popiah is special because because of the seaweed wrap over here. Usually we don't have that. We usually use something else to wrap the popiah. But yeah, this one is special. So I know it looks a bit like sushi, just with vegetables instead of rice. So the vegetables include carrots, chopped peanuts, garlic, jicama, and mayonnaise. And yeah, that's it's very nice. It has that nice crunch to it, which comes in standard with your popiah. So for popiah, usually you also have like chunks of meat inside, but my mom she does like vegetarian food, so this is the one that she ordered specifically, and it does feel like we are eating a vegetarian sushi. It does have that nice crunchy feel to it. Like it's really, you are putting in a lot of crunchy vegetables inside, all in one bite. Like usually you just pick up a, one roll, and then eat it over there. But yeah, if you are ever, we have this little competition. If you are ever lucky, you take the first piece, because that's where, all the overflowing vegetables are. And you have like a bigger chunk of it, which is usually what my mom does. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Not too salty. Pretty. It does give the feeling of clean. Yeah, I guess this is what happens whenever you like eat vegetables with not too much, without much oil included. Like it feels nice. It feels nice, crunchy, a bit of a homely kind of vibe. But yeah, the next one we have is, I like how we said not so oily, and then here we have a char kway teow, with or your cao guo tiao, which is your flat rice noodles, garlic, light and dark soy sauce, black cockles, which is this over here, or as we call it, si ham. Yeah, your si ham. Oops, spoiler. Your chopped Chinese chives, your bean sprouts, a lot of bean sprouts, and your fish cakes. So yes, this one is quite oily. which is, you know, part and parcel of the dish. And yeah, I believe this one in particular is, okay, I won't say it's very oily or very salty, but yeah, this is usually what you will have when you are eating char kway teow. Char kway teow fuyo, yes, fuyo. But yeah, this one is pretty packed. I don't usually eat the blood cockles. I usually leave that to my mom because not good with seafood, and whenever I eat it, I don't really like that kind of chewiness when I'm eating it. But the rest of the ingredients, yeah, I enjoy it. Is you have your hard ingredients, you have your soft ingredients, the char kway teow, the rice noodles especially. Is oily, but it's also, you know, makes it easier for you to swallow, easy to chew, very chewy. And yeah, you guys will be seeing, I think, another photo of this in the future slides. But yeah, if I recall, this particular one doesn't have any eggs in it, which is usually included in char kway teow. But I guess this one in particular, I guess there wasn't. So yeah, no complaints there. Very nice, very not very salty enough. Got that bit of a umami kind of vibes. Well, yeah, next up we have is fish crackers. So this is a deep fried cracker made from fish and spices. So this one in particular is quite salty. It's quite salty. With the way they prepared it. Yeah, I only had a few of those. I definitely can feel that fishy kind of taste. If you guys like it, you know, this is the dish for you. But me personally, as much as I like eating fishes, having fish crackers, yeah, I won't say I dislike it. It's just not something that I personally go for. Like even those prawn crackers or fish crackers like you guys can get from your convenience stores. Yeah, I don't usually go for those, but you know, on occasion, if it's there, I will eat it, but I won't specifically go out of my way to eat it. But yeah, it's pretty nice for people who really like that fishy flavor. So yeah, I do recommend for, you know, for those groups of people. Well, what else do we have? We have, oh yeah, coconut juice. Is the cocoa fruit of the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree from the cocoa palm family. But yeah, coconut juice, yeah, this was served in a packet because we weren't drinking it there. Like usually the coconut juice, you actually have the entire coconut served to you, and then they will like cut off the top part of it so you can like just drink it from there, and also get the, you know, get that fleshy parts of the fruit out as well. But yeah, for us, because we are ordering in a sort of a takeout kind of way, so everything is all in packets. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to bring the fruit home, which is odd because there are some places where they'll actually like give you the fruit, but I guess not for our side. But hey, at least I got the, you know, the pieces of the fruit that you can actually like eat it with, you know, with a spoon. Just pick it up, you will get the, you know, you get that parts of the coconut. And the water, it's not exactly very sweet. I know they added a little bit of sugar inside, but it's not to a point where it's overpowering the flavor. It's pretty cooling. I say that while I only managed to drink the coconut juice way after we finished eating. So by then, like, the coolness isn't exactly there anymore. But yeah, I mean, I'm solely in the camp that if you want to drink coconut juice, it has to be quite cold. It's quite chilling and all. Coconut juice, yeah. Hey, I see what you did there. Welcome, my AU channel. I believe that's how to pronounce it. If it's not, please do feel free to correct me. Welcome. thanks for tuning in, dude. Thanks for coming into my ever first morning stream where I talk about Malaysia. But yeah, that was pretty chilling. We also had asam laksa, which is asam laksa rice noodles, together with fish broth and cucumbers. Where is the cucumber? Over here? Yes. Pineapples over here. Onions over here. The flaked fish. Your mint leaves and your shrimp paste, which is everywhere. So yeah, this is a type of laksa. There are other types of laksa which I'll get into. But yeah, the asam laksa, this is... Hey, this is Cat... Oh my god, Catnap, welcome. Oh, okay, so yeah, welcome, man. Yeah, oh man, I didn't know it was you. But welcome, dude. Hope you are doing well, man. I believe this should be like what? The midnight for you right now. But yeah, man, thanks for coming in. But yeah, don't mind me just sharing a bit about my trip. Oh, it's 9:30 PM for you guys. Oh, okay, I see. I've been listening since Yuzu has streamed up. Oh my gosh, thank you for coming in, guys. Really appreciate it. But yeah, these guys... Okay, just, I want to give you guys a little shout out. So, for Sakura and Catnap over here, they are my friends from another server, from another community. And yeah, these guys have been my friends for quite a while, and I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. The food looks good, making me hungry. I apologize, man. This is what happens whenever I talk about food or play a certain game about food as well. But man, yeah, this is usually what happens in my streams. Again, this is coming from a guy who doesn't talk about food in real life. Like, I have never spoke about food unless I'm streaming. It's a very surreal experience, but hey, I welcome it as long as, it gives us topics to talk about. Lets me know about you guys a little bit better. But yeah, about asam laksa, this one in particular is it's very spicy. It also has a bit of sourness to it, which I mean is kind of the case for a lot of laksas actually. And yeah, there is a bit of a fruit with with your pineapples over here. But ultimately, it's more spice than anything. And this is actually not my go-to type of laksa. That one is another laksa that I'll be getting into. But asam laksa is more spicy. The soup, the broth is quite what's the word? It's not as thick. So it's more of a soupy kind of texture. And I know I say that, but then the spice is, you need to drink it slowly. Like that's why I can say you have to drink it slowly, because the spice can be quite overpowering. If you drink it too fast, you might end up like accidentally choking a bit, which is the case for me. And yeah, not fun. It has happened a couple of times when I was eating this dish in particular, like in this particular instance, and spicy. But yeah, the fish, because this fish, because it's is specifically flaked out. You don't have any bones that you have to deal with, so it's all good. Again, not a fan of bones, so this is up there for me. I don't have to worry about bones, so it makes it a lot better. It makes it a whole lot easier to enjoy. Like I've eaten dishes where you have your soup, you also have your fishes, but the bones are still inside of the fish, so it does make it hard to pick out the bones. And usually I don't have to worry so much because, okay, this is my monkey brain talking. If the bones are small enough, I actually just swallow it. Like I won't take out the bones. I will just chew. I felt a bone. Feel it just a little bit with my tongue. If it's small enough, okay. I will still eat it anyway. Yeah, just like that. I will just whoop. There we go. Yeah, no muss, no fuss. But if I'm not careful, you know, sometimes the bones do get a bit stuck in my throat, which again is on me. I am to blame for that. So yeah, the fact that this is flaked, no bones to worry about, 100% more enjoyable. That is okay. But oh yeah, by the way, thanks for the follow, Catnap. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I know with this screen, it doesn't send a notification, so yeah, things to fix in the future. But yeah, this is asam laksa. For people who really like spicy and you know, spiciness in their soup, definitely recommend. Sometimes it may get too overpowering, but that's okay. That's okay. So the next one we have is so after that it is the next day. This is day 3. So day 3 we are preparing for our trip to Kuala Selangor. So this is halfway during the trip. This is what we ate. This is bak kut teh, roku cha. Yeah, just ignore the steamboat over here. This is not what we ate. So this is bak kut teh. Literal translation is meat bone tea. So what it includes is pork ribs, your herbs, and a very strong pork broth. So the things that you guys need to take note of immediately when you are eating bak kut teh, it is very heaty. So please do eat it sparingly. Please don't eat this every day, cause yeah, it is not exactly the most healthiest of dishes. But it is a very nice dish, especially with the chunks of meat that they have. Very, very generous. There are two. Yes, it's funny that you mentioned that, Zell. There are two kinds of bak kut teh. Yes, there are, and I actually have the second type. So yes, please do stay tuned. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, this bak kut teh, it is the one with the broth. So yeah, you see that big spoon over there? Yeah, you can. This is your serving spoon. You take it, and yeah, you get your soup. You get your chicken. Yeah, the herbal one. Yes, the herbal one. I believe it was the herbal one. Yeah, so you have your big chunks of pork ribs. So really enjoyable. You usually pair that up with your rice, which we do. But again, it is pretty heaty. So yeah, please do be careful. Yeah, so the other one we have is the dry bak kut teh. So this one is a lot more herbal. I'm not sure whether is this the one that Zell is referring to. I love herbal one, but Singapore is very hard to find. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Actually, Singapore has a few bak kut teh places, but I am not sure whether do they have the ones that you are thinking of. I mean, pepper versus herbal. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, one thing to know. This one, I believe it does have a bit of pepper inside. There are herbs, yes, but also pepper. But I think I know which one you are talking about. The pepper one, which is a lot more soupy, a lot more clear. Is not exactly that. It doesn't exactly have that pork broth kind of taste. If that's fair to say. But yeah, the next one we have is the dry bak kut teh, which is again pork belly. You have your herbs as well, cuttlefish slices, and dry chili. Yeah, these red things over here. Yeah, that's your dry chili. But yeah, you also have your cuttlefish slices. But yeah, this is your dry bak kut teh. So immediately there is sauce. But there definitely isn't enough to like call it a soup. Yeah, easier way to call it is black or white bak kut teh. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. But yeah, I think most of the ones that we have here is the black one. But I think there was one that is that's more pepper than herbal, but I don't really call that bakute, if you can catch my drift, later on. But yeah, this one is drier, but you have your sauce, so it's not to a point where it's like hard to chew. The chili, I will usually avoid that. But it's harmless. It's rather harmless when you eat into it. So that one is fine. It definitely has that strong gravy taste. But yeah, a lot more saucy and salty, for lack of a better term. But yeah, it's still pretty nice at the end of the day. Like, as you guys can see, this is pork belly, so yeah, don't have to worry about bones. Very chewy, very tender. So yeah, if you guys prefer your pork without bones, definitely recommend this one instead. Then the next one that we have is oh yeah, so this is the rice. Your jia cai fan. So the jia cai is Chinese mustard. Again, I have to like look it up on Google to see what jia cai actually means. So this is Chinese mustard, and not gonna lie, I actually had to do a few checks just to make sure that I got it right. So hopefully this is really what I meant. But yeah, you also have your brown rice over here. So yeah, this is what we got. You can have your jia cai fan or your white rice. All of us, we got the Chinese mustard rice. So yeah, that goes well with the bakute. But we also actually ordered another one, which is this, the pig intestine soup. So this one is definitely more pepperish than herbal. I definitely tasted the pepper, and also definitely tasted the pig intestines, which again, not a particular fan of it, but this one more like pigtail soup. I guess, yeah. It is a bit more chunky, a bit more soft compared to the usual intestines I've eaten. But this was what they put on their menu. Like they call it pig intestine soup, so they're gonna put it there. It could actually be pigtail soup. Actually, I won't know. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. It could be it. But yeah, this one is definitely not. It doesn't have that soy sauce kind of taste. It's more clear, it's more clean. Definitely a lot more pepper. The pig intestines is more soft. It does have a bit of like a spongy kind of texture, hardness to it. But again, I'm not a fan of like eating pig intestine, so I don't really have a strong liking towards that certain organ. I know that there's a lot of people who do, and there's a lot of benefits to it. I mean, I will eat it if it's over there, but again, not something that I will like go to specifically. My go-tos are usually these ones, like usually this, the normal black bakute. But yeah, this was a pig intestine soup. It does feel like you are cleansing yourself, to be honest, because the soup is a whole lot thinner. It's much more easier to drink, for lack of a better term. But yeah, we also had a vegetarian bakute, which is quite contradictory because literally no meat is there. So what do we have is we have your tauki, your beancurd skin, your da bai cai, which is your Chinese cabbage, your enoki mushrooms, which is over here, the butter mushrooms, and your celery. Where is the celery? I remember there was celery inside, but yeah, just take my word for it. So yeah, the reason why I say it's contradictory, like I said, bakute is your, it's your meat. There should be meat inside your soup, but no, like there is no meat at all, not even vegetarian meat. But this is what we also have because again, we have a relative who is vegetarian, so this is what we have. Again, it's more peppery than anything. The soup is very clean. not too much oily soy sauce kind of texture. So this is a nice palate cleanser for us, especially after eating a lot of meat. So yeah, this really helps out a lot. Let's make it feel a lot cleaner, And yeah, the tauki, as I mentioned, with a Yong Tau Fu slide. Yeah, these things are also deep fried before, you know, putting it into a soup. So you will have a little bit of a crunch, a little bit of hardness, assuming that you didn't like dip it in completely, because eventually over time they will soften up by quite a lot. But I'm pretty sure, right? Like even after submerging the beancurd skin, there will still be a bit of a crunch into it. That's not as strong. But yeah, I believe we have enough soup. So then, oh yeah, we also had youtiao, which is a deep fried strip of wheat flour dough. So this is what we have. It can be served as like chunks over here, or it can be like served as a complete strip. And both ways of eating it depends on the situation. For us, because we are eating it with soup and rice, so we have these together with our rice and with our soup. So yeah, it is a nice combination of flavors here and there. But I've also seen people who just, okay, not seen, I'm also one of those people where I just like eaten it completely on its own, as either as a chunk or as like a whole strip. And yeah, the flavor is a whole lot different. It's definitely a lot drier, different. It does have a bit of that doughy kind of taste, which, you know, obviously it is made of dough, so definitely you will have that taste. A little bit of salt. But yeah, people also serve this together with porridge, which makes things a whole lot softer. But I mean, for me personally, I don't usually put my youtiao with my porridge. That's what I have my meat for. Unless there's like nothing else in the porridge, then yeah, I will usually put the youtiao inside as well. But yeah, I believe that is it for our lunch. Oh wait, no, we still have the tau pok, again, which is your tofu puffs. It is deep fried, and yeah, we had that together with the rest of what we ordered. How do I describe this? So the tau pok, it's not just this specific tau pok, the other tau poks as well that we have mentioned. When you chew into it, there is a bit of juices that come out, which is usually your soup or your broth. So as you guys can see, there is a bit of liquid coming out, which is the broth. So yeah, it does have a nice juicy kind of taste when you are, when you are chewing into it. But yeah, eat it together is a fun time. We'll definitely recommend bak kut teh if you guys ever have the chance to, try out. Again, don't eat it too regularly. Not exactly healthy. But yeah, after that we went to our destination, which is the Night Island Agency Sadang Bahadu. This is a resort. This photo I got it from Google, so this is not taken by me. I'm gonna just say it right there. So this place is at Kuala Selangor. This is a 3-hour drive from KL to this place. So this is a 2-day stay. So this resort is in for lack of a better term, is in a fishing village kind of place. So yeah, this is my first time going to this kind of area, so was quite interested in checking it out. Funny story about this place. Again, not to throw shade at the guys, I'm pretty sure no one intended for this to happen. We stepped in, we checked in, 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, the entire power went out. Like there was a fuse, the entire island was without electricity. Okay, not island, the entire area was without electricity for a good for a good few hours, I think. So there was no air conditioning, it was hot out in the afternoon. And yeah, the facilities were actually not usable, there was no Wi-Fi, like it was completely cut off. So it was an interesting experience. So like while the rest of the staff was panicking, we put our bags and then we went to eat our lunch. So the place we went to eat our lunch was this nearby place. Again, because it was complete blackout, no electricity, so even the lights and fans weren't on. So yeah, that was unfortunate on everybody's end. So, but at least we managed to get our food. So yeah, we had fried bee hoon, 炸米粉. So it's your bee hoon, your rice vermicelli for the English speaking folk. You have your small prawns, your fish cakes, your eggs, your bean sprouts, and your chives. So yeah, it is pretty simple for our lunch. This is one of those few instances where everyone just order a few dishes and then just eat on their own. So this was what my mom ordered. She ordered a 炸米粉. There's a bit of a soy sauce flavor, a little bit of salt, but in the end, it's at least not very oily. I've seen some places where they really amp up the oil, and yeah, it does feel a bit kind of taste. But this one, thankfully, it is pretty digestible, pretty chewy. Not chewy, pretty digestible, pretty easy to swallow. So yeah, no complaints there. And then the next one was fried rice, which is what I ordered. So again, pretty standard, your rice, small prawns, eggs, spring onions, and carrots. Not as strong of a wok feel. I guess it doesn't help that again, power is out, so not exactly in a very ideal place to cook. But yeah, it's pretty harmless. Also not exactly something to write home about. But yeah, again, we ordered fried chicken because cousins are there. So yes, we have more fried chickens. I believe this is the one that has the prawn paste. Yeah, like this was the one that has prawn paste included. And yeah, definitely felt a lot more salty, a lot more of that seafood kind of taste. It's very subtle. Not exactly very strong, but hey, it's fried chicken again. But yeah, after that we had our lunch, and so yeah, these are places that we went to in the resort. So this was okay, from right to left. Over here, this is one of the Chinese temples that they have. I believe this is okay. They didn't specify which deity this temple was representative of. I don't remember. But I mean, we were in a buggy, so we just passed through that area, and then that's about it. So I can only say so much. But yeah, over here you can also like offer prayers and stuff, like offer joss sticks to the deity involved. I mean, for us usually it's just pray for smoother days, world peace, everyone to be healthy and happy, and then that's about it. Yeah, all those all those nice stuff. And then moving on, we went to the place where they drop their where they collect their fishes. So yeah, again, this is a fishing village, so yeah, this will happen. They will store the fishes over here, and I believe they also sell the fishes here for the restaurants that are scattered throughout the resort. Hey Shiromutan, welcome. Hope you are doing well, man. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that's the fishing part. Again, because there's so many fishes, you will have that fishy smell. So yeah, just keep in mind. It's just part of their thing. But yeah, after that we went to this colorful bridge area over here. So yeah, perfect place to take photos, assuming that it's not like very bright out, because yeah, as you guys can see, this white area pretty overexposed, and yeah, you might not see so much of the sky, but when you guys do, that is a pretty nice backdrop when you are taking your photos. But yeah, this bridge over here, it does like make one giant loop around the area, not around the entire area, but a good portion of the area has this bridge. So yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice place to take photos and all. But yeah, we also have the Sungai Burung Aquarium, which is inside the resort again. So this is included in the package. So yeah, pretty nice place. You get to see some artwork. This is just one of the few artworks that I took a photo of. You have this giant octopus. You also have you know, a few boats and here and there. There's this giant pirate ship right at the middle. So yeah, also a nice place to take photos. There is no air conditioning, just for a heads up. So yeah, it is pretty hot out. It will be pretty sweaty by the time you guys go in. Also, that's a minor complaint. Again, it's an aquarium, not exactly air conditioned. So be prepared to smell the fishes. And you know, when you have fishes in the aquarium, there will be a bit of you know, a bit of the natural processes that living organisms go through. So you may end up smelling that. It's not exactly the most pleasant thing to smell, but if you can bear with that, then you should be fine. But yeah, these are just some of the things, some of the fishes and other animals that you can see. So you have your, I believe, I'm not sure whether is this stingray or horseshoe crab. Like, I forgot what's the name for it. That they didn't put the names for this particular animal, or at least I couldn't find it when I was like looking around. But yeah, there are groups of these. Okay, horseshoe crab. Thanks, Yuzu. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so you have your horseshoe crabs, your koi fish, a few other fishes here and there that I do not know the names of, because the names that I've seen, I can't pronounce those names for Jack. So yeah, it is pretty unfortunate that I can't really like give as much as I can. Hey, thanks for the bit, Shiro. Really appreciate it. But yeah, that is the fish portion. After that, the back area, you get to, you know, have a little petting zoo where you can feed the rabbits. But you get to feed the rabbits over here, and then on top you get to see like the birds over here, which is nice. You get to see them like flying around. The rabbits, they are roaming everywhere, so please do watch your step. And because they are moving everywhere, and the place isn't exactly the most regularly maintained, please do watch your step, not just for the rabbits but also for rabbit poop. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there. There will be the smell, and again, there's no air conditioning, there's no ventilation, or at least not very strong ventilation. You'll be smelling all sorts of stuff over there. But yeah, again, it's a minor complaint. If you guys can bear with it, then that's fine. I believe the food that you can feed the rabbit, it is just a couple of ringgits. But ultimately, it is an experience. It is an experience for, you know, for people who are interested. You can pet the rabbits, and they are pretty friendly. Some of them will actually like approach you and, you know, just snuggle at your leg, and that will be a good opportunity for you to, you know, just give them a good pet, or, you know, just a good stroke before, you know, leaving them to, you know, run around here and there. But yeah, outside that petting zoo, that mini petting zoo, you also get to see the peacocks over there. The peacocks are actually over here. They are right behind the pirate ship. So yeah, you get to see the peacock and peahen when you like climb up that bridge. And yeah, these ones, they are enclosed in an enclosed area, so they're just walking around. Not much that you can do with the peacock besides like you just look at them and, you know, photos and stuff. But yeah, it's not really much. That area is pretty it's more for you to take photos and just, you know, admire the animals, I guess. I won't say interact, because the only ones that you can really interact are usually actually just the rabbits. The birds, they don't really do much. There's not really much for them to do. Like, I don't even think that there's a place for you to feed them. I may be wrong. But yeah, that was about it for the aquarium. But yeah, the next one is this sunflower garden. Again, it is free. It's part of the package. So okay, looking at this, like right now, that is the ticket counter. So I may be wrong if you are going to that specific place. But because we went to the resort as an entire package, this was, I believe, 300 ringgit. So everything is all included. So including this place. So the sunflower garden is a very big place. So you get to see like all sorts of plants being grown there. You get to see this windmill and a few bridges here and there. These are just a few parts of the garden. The garden in its entirety, or rather most of its entirety, is right here. So you get to see a lot of people taking photos. There's a lot of like interesting attractions that they build up for you to take photos. And yeah, again, because there's a lot of people to taking photos, it can be quite hard if you yourself want to take photos, cause sometimes people just want to take the best angle, the best shot. It will take some time, and it is sunny out, so you will sweat a lot, so you may not exactly have the most patience for it. But thankfully there are a few shelters here and there for you to rest up. But as someone who is constantly on the move, yeah, not exactly ideal anyway. But I'm just nitpicking. But yeah, the other attractions are right here. So yes, this is a big one that people will usually go for. This is the big location where people will take photos at. You have your giant clock, you have a giant sunflower over here. Unfortunately, I did not get a photo of, you know, just the attraction itself, because people are there like every time I look up. So yeah, unfortunately, didn't really get to go there. And it's also quite a climb. So yeah, not exactly the most elderly friendly of places. Just saying. But yeah, there's also this ladder. A bit dangerous because there's no like railings. Make one wrong step and you may make a big fall. So yeah, please do be careful. But having said that, it is well worth the climb halfway through, because you get to take some nice photos when you're like posing and stuff. I don't think that there's anyone who actually like climb up to the top like to take photos, because yeah, it's not exactly the most flattering of angles as I will say. Yeah, because most of the time people are usually like either at the first few steps or at the middle. It's hardly at the top, like the top few steps. But yeah, again, there's the windmill. There are seats where, you know, families and couples can sit and, you know, take photos. Especially the hut. The hut is the place where a lot of families will gather around and take photos. I did that with my family, and obviously I'm not going to show any photos here. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Really nice to take photos, because over here it's very, like, the background is quite clean. It's not very cluttered. You have a good photo over there. And yeah, there's also some flowers over here. I'm not sure what that flower is called specifically, and it's a good thing I'm not blocking it, so you guys should be able to see it a-okay. If you guys know, please do put it in the chat. But yeah, after that, some other areas, to the side, you get to see some sunflowers, obviously. So some of them are still, you know, blooming, and some of them are in full bloom right here. And this is my first time seeing a sunflower and actually touching it. And yeah, there is a very nice texture over here. It's very soft, there is a bit of a moist texture in it, which, you know, is fair, it's a flower after all. It has gone through some stuff. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice feeling to be able to touch a sunflower at last. Because all this time, I've only seen sunflowers in storybooks and videos, but that's about it. So to be able to see one and touch one, yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. But yeah, after that there is the fishing village looking kind of area. The one that is more suspended on the sea. So this place is where all the boats are gathered. It is quite a long walk from the main resort to this area. And yeah, you will the smell, you have that fishing village smell. You'll get to smell the seawater and the boats. There's also a lot of dogs like walking around, which, you know, I guess is their home after all. So yeah, no complaints there. But yeah, there's a lot of places where you can take nice photos. These are just one of the few. There's a sign, the sky mirror and a blue tier. So that is one of the main attractions that the resort offers, which I will show later. And yeah, there are a few signs here and there. So this 天空之镜. So the literal translation is sky mirror. 天空 meaning sky. 镜 is your mirror. So put it together is sky mirror. And yeah, there are a few benches here and there. Let's have a closer look. Oh wait, no, I actually didn't have a picture of a close out of that bench. So yeah, this is just a closer sign of the signs. And at the end of the bridge, you guys will get to see this. So yeah, there are some couples who pose for that photo. And yeah, halfway through while eating dinner. Oh yeah, this is in dinner time. There's a gorilla like walking around. There are people in suits. One of them is the gorilla. Then there are two who are dressed as like these frog characters. Red and green frogs. Like just going around, and it's so surreal just looking at them like just walking around doing their thing. And then, you know, obviously people want to take photos and stuff. I can't really get a clear photo myself. But yeah, that was an interesting experience. But yeah, for people who are very interested in taking photos, again, this is the bridge. This is just a clean shot, but a lot of people have, you know, taken photos where they are standing at the end, where there's a swing, or, you know, just sitting on the floorboard. That's also very nice. I've taken a few. Obviously not gonna show it there because it involves my relatives. But yeah, at the middle there's also this you know, this fan looking attraction. So I'm just gonna go in clockwise order. So the blue one represents wealth, Taifu. The green one, I forgot what it's called again, but this one is romance, your love life. The red one over here means health, 健康. And then the yellow one over here is your career, 事业. So I actually did give it a spin and it ended up over here. So who knows what is gonna happen in my love life in the near future. I'm not exactly like, you know, very eager for it, but hey, whatever happens, okay, I guess. But yeah, who knows. But yeah, these are just a few of the places when you look around that area. Because behind this area is your dining area. So yeah, this is just a wide shot of the area. Like, so this is the dining area. These are the attractions that we showed earlier. Yeah, and obviously this is where the rest of the boats are. So yeah, this was taken around sunset. So after that, it is close to dinner time, which is, yeah, For us, we had steamboat, which includes sausages, fish cakes, mushrooms, cabbages, tofu, and noodles. It is your standard instant noodles, which is not pictured here, and also other ingredients that I've forgotten because I remember adding other stuff inside, but it is not inside the picture and I've already forgotten. So yeah, let's just say it's a very fulfilling dinner. It's a very filling dinner. But yeah, after that we went to one of the attractions at night. This photo is taken by this taken from Google. So yeah, again, not my picture. I just had to use it so that you guys have a better idea on what I'm gonna talk about. Because these blue tears. So what they are basically organisms inside the sea that can glow at night, and they will glow this very nice blue. It is near impossible for you to take pictures of it because this has to be done late in the night. Okay, not exactly late. Basically when the sun goes down, like 7 or 8 p.m. and there will be no lights. I don't know how they're able to get this photo actually because you can see the sky over here, but these are mysteries for another day. So basically these guys will take you on a boat to the middle of the ocean. Not ocean, middle of the sea. And then they will scoop up these organisms by net. And then they will show you around, like they will show the organisms around on the boat. So I do have a short video. Again, you can't exactly take photos of it because there is no light to help you out. So it's completely black out. You can't see anything except for those organisms. So yeah, that's gonna play the video right here. Oh yeah, those blue stuff, yeah, those are the blue tears. The white stuff, that is actually just the boat lights, so yeah, please don't mind that. So yeah, the reason why they are moving around is because the net is moving. So yeah, the staff who was on the boat with us, yeah, she was like shaking the net, and you can like just drop it onto the ground and they'll be there on the boat for a while before they just disappear. And you can touch it. It does feel like those like very tiny beads. Yeah, those tiny beads, they are very wet, obviously, because they are from the sea. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's one of those experiences where you have to see it to believe it. Because I know this video is not doing any justice. This photo is giving you guys a better idea. But yeah, that's one of the few experiences that I strongly feel that you have to be there to properly enjoy it. And also the boat ride, it is 20 minutes and it is very fast. We were on a speedboat and yeah, it's a very bumpy ride and wow, fearing for my life. Also, it was raining. It was close to raining on that night. And that's to sidetrack a little bit. The reason why I mentioned rain, because apparently it hasn't rained in that place for 3 weeks. Like the staff has told us, it hasn't rained for 3 weeks. It is very sunny, and yeah, who knows what will happen. And lo and behold, there was a little bit of rain when we came in. So yeah, thinking whether is this a sign? Question mark? But yeah, those are the blue tears. So that was it. For the next day we had breakfast. Again we had nasi lemak. It is very simple. So we had nasi lemak. We also had noodles, which I didn't take a photo of because it is very simple. So really, you don't really have to take a photo of that. So we had nasi lemak and we also had kaya toast. So yeah, pretty simple breakfast. Yeah, it is also free flow. So yeah, if for those who are still hungry, they can get as many as they want. But of course, no food wastage. That's not good. Yeah, they will charge you. Per 100 grams, I think. So yeah, please do just take whatever you guys can eat. But yeah, that was our breakfast. After that, we went to this beach area. So this is the place where all the photos of the sky mirror comes from. So what is so special about this beach, right? So basically, this beach, when you set it up properly, you will be able to like take a photo of yourself and a reflection in the sea. So I actually have a photo of that. So this is me. This is your boy over here. So these are one of the examples of the photos that they will take of you. This is all the photos taken are usually by the staff, because they know how to take the proper photo. They know how to set it up. And yes, this is actually their setup over here. So they have to like scoop and flatten a certain part of the sandy areas, so that you'll be able to get the reflection over here. And they also need to like shelter themselves into such an extent. It is very cramped. It is very cramped. Some of them I've seen they basically have to like lie down on the sand just so that they can take the photo. And man, props to the staff, because the staff over here, they are basically like handling everything. Like they are handling the buggy, they're handling the boat, they're also taking the photos. They are basically like one person who is working in that position. Yeah, they are handling a lot of roles. So really, shout outs to them. But also they are very friendly and chill. So yeah, please do treat them well if you guys get a chance to go to this place. So yeah, this is me. There are also like other photos, other poses that they will ask you to do. Just so that you have the good photos that you can share on social media and your friends. But oh yeah, while waiting, we also took picture of crabs. Here's a little thing to know about this photo. All these crabs, they are all from separate locations, and while waiting, my cousins, they are just they're bored, so they will scoop up the sand, find crabs, and then just place them in this little area that we dug up. So yeah, that was fun. Pretty sure the crabs don't really appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably be back in their own areas by now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen like photos of photos such as this on social media, especially on Facebook. Yeah, so these are one of the areas where you can take these kind of pictures. So yeah, makes sense why they call it the sky mirror. So yeah, this is one of the big things that you must do if you are ever in the area. But yeah, that was quite the experience. After that, we went to eat our lunch. So we have mixed vegetables, which is your cauliflower, your bell peppers, your corn, carrots and celery, all in one nice broth. It's pretty thick, by the way. It's a pretty thick broth. So yeah, it's not something that you really like drink out of. It's more for eating than anything. But yeah, we also had an omelette. It's just a plain omelette. There's no filling, anything like that. It's just it's just your fried egg, and then that's it. Then after that, it's your Thai style fish. You have your fish, onions, Thai style, and your Thai sauce and red chili. They're not exactly very spicy. The spice mostly comes from the red chili. It's more of a ketchup taste than anything. But yeah, do watch out for bones. The fish is very nice. And I'm pretty sure they caught this is the fish that they caught. So pretty nice. Not too salty. Does have that nice umami taste. Helps that the ketchup is there to sweeten the deal. But yeah, also a lot of onions, and this is one of those rare instances where I can feel the onions like stinging right out my nose. So yeah, quite the experience. But we also have tom yum soup. So this is where the real spice comes in. It is just fish balls and your tom yum soup. This tom yum soup, it is quite
It's quite thin. It's thinner compared to the rest of the tom yum soups I've tasted, but that's okay. Makes it easier to drink. But again, because it is tom yum soup, it does get a bit spicy. So yeah, drink it slowly. Drink it slowly. Then there's also the fried sotong, which is sotong means squids. So yeah, these are all squids. Some of them are like curled up in a certain way, and yeah, it is pretty nice. Most of the taste is probably like from that fried tempura-ish layer that you'll eat before going into the actual like sotong meat. Yeah, to be honest, sotong for me, the taste is not exactly that strong. Most of it will come from the tempura itself. But yeah, no complaints there. I guess what will really help the taste is when there is sauce involved. So yeah, there's a lot of sauces involved. So yeah, please do dip it if you guys have the chance. And yeah, we also have sambal prawns. Prawns in sambal chili. I only had a few because I'm not a guy who eats seafood. So yeah, it is a nice mix of that seafood kind of taste with the sambal chili. The sambal chili is quite spicy. So yeah, not good with spicy food. Please do be careful. But yeah, it's also quite big. You will to get the most out of it, you'll definitely have to like use your hands just so that you can get the most meat out of those prawns. Like you have to peel the heads, you have to peel the tails, which pretty standard. But me, if I can help it, I'll probably just take the small prawns instead. And then we also have sweet and sour pork again. Yeah, pretty standard. Won't go into too much detail. It is pretty nice. That the sauce, very strong ketchup taste, really helps complement the pork. But yeah, we also have squid tentacles. Yeah, I'm actually going around in a circle, so yeah, I believe this is one of the last few that we had in that circle. So squid tentacles, again, the taste is not exactly that strong. There is a bit of that seafood taste helped by the soy sauce, but that is really about it. Not really that strong of an impression towards the squid tentacles. But yeah, after that we left Kuala Selangor, and then we had our dinner, which is this winter melon soup, tong kwa tang. So yeah, it's your winter melon. So yeah, this entire chunk, yeah, that is the winter melon right there, cut into half so that you can have your soup and stuff. It also has your pork ribs and your red dates. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Is also considered a traditional herbal soup. So yeah, helps. It is pretty. It does help cool down your heatiness in your body. So yeah, definitely felt that when I was drinking it. And once again, we had sweet and sour pork. Yeah, again, not gonna go into much detail. You guys are gonna be seeing a lot of photos that are similar dishes from now on. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail. This is again just a sharing of like what I've eaten for each day. But yeah, quite generous with their bell peppers, I find, because yeah, I did remember making an observation with my relative, and we were just looking at each other like, there's quite a lot of bell peppers over there. Yeah, so I had my fair share. He also ate his fair share. Both of us are the big eaters in the family, and I felt like this is one of the few times where I can actually help him out, because previously, as you guys can see from the previous slides, a lot of them are seafood, and unfortunately, I can't really help him out much there. So finally, we reached to the point where I can, help him out, clean the dishes. But yeah, we also have pumpkin tofu again. Blocks of tofu in pumpkin sauce. This pumpkin sauce, in comparison to the previous one, is way more. It's also a whole lot creamier and thicker compared to the first one. And yeah, really enjoyed it. It helps that the tofu is like really submerged into the pumpkin sauce, so it doesn't feel like one bite you are feeling the pumpkin sauce more than the other. Like this is consistently throughout, so yeah, it does have a nice feeling to it. Yeah, we also have smoked chicken, which I did take a few bits and pieces of. I don't really like eating like. I'm the weird guy that won't really like eating like big pieces of chicken. It's usually like those just standard you know, those Hainanese chicken rice slices, the chicken breast slices, and then that's it. So when it comes to this, like those thicker kind of meatier chicken pieces, yeah, I don't really take so many of them. I will eat it, it's just not exactly my preference. Also, my parents they will usually give me the chicken drumstick as not as a sign of affection, but I have mentioned this to them before. Please don't give me chicken drumsticks because I rather not eat it. It's not something that I can chew it down so easily. Also, it doesn't help that there's bone, so yeah, that's a minus point for me. But again, I always appreciate those gestures, so yeah, a little bit conflicted. But yeah, we also had fried fish cakes with garlic. There's a sauce that they put. I have no idea what it is. I don't want to assume, but if you guys happen to know, please do feel free to share. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I did ask my mom like if she has any idea. She has no idea. She just said fried fish cakes with garlic, and then that's it. So yeah, it's very nice. Also helps that there's not too many bones, so yeah, you can easily pick out the meat and then just eat it, and yeah, it's very nice. It's not very dry. It does have a lot of sauce. Pretty gravy-ish kind of feel. Also those chunks of garlic and other ingredients that they included, yeah, helps add up to the crunchiness feel before you go into the fish meat. Like it's a perfect balance between soft and hard. So yeah, definitely we'll try. And then we have the 4 Heavenly Kings, the stir-fry vegetables. 四大天王. Yes. So it includes your eggplant, your lady's finger, your pad thai, your long bean. Those are usually the 4 Heavenly Kings that they're talking about. And then you have, your bits and pieces of onion, to complement the taste. So, I know the name will be a bit like whoa to some of y'all. Do bear with me. This is just how they usually, term traditional Chinese dishes. So, an example here is your 四大天王, the 4 Heavenly Kings. But there's also, Buddha jumps over the wall. That's another one. That's another popular one. And some other dishes that have these kinds of like very fancy names. And yeah, that's just how people in Chinese restaurants usually call their dishes. But yeah, the 4 Heavenly Kings is stir fried. Is very nice. It's very crunchy. Got that umami wok kind of taste. And yeah, there really is that wok cause yeah, I can feel that smoky umami taste when I was eating it. Especially the eggplants. Eggplants, I don't usually eat eggplants, but this was by far my best experience with eggplants ever, cause it has a lot of flavor. It has that what's the word? That nice balance between like the eggplant taste, but also had that nice sauce. Like it balances each other quite well. Like the times where I had eggplant, most of it is usually drenched in the sauce. And yeah, this is one of the few times where I can like actually taste the eggplant. So yeah, that really makes that experience a whole lot enjoyable. But yeah, next up we had was the fried kailan. Basically is Chinese broccoli. And I know it doesn't look like the usual broccoli that we are all used to, but this was what I got from Google. So yeah, if it's wrong, please, we usually just call it kailan. And this is usually peppered with a bit of garlic here and there. So this particular dish is very leafy. Most of the stuff that you eat is from this one is very leafy. The stems don't really play that big of a role. There is a bit of what's the word for it? Salty, but also a bit of that tangy, sour feeling. Yeah, and I think it's from the sauce. It does, it does have that also a little bit of a starchy kind of feel, similar to the potato leaves, from my experience anyway. But yeah, it's those kind of nice big leafy vegetables that you put that you like pick up one at a time, so that when you eat it together with your rice, yeah, it doesn't feel too overwhelming. And yeah, big leaves, they're soft, yet at the same time they don't feel like they will eventually roll up into a ball if you are chewing it too much. Like, you can tear it easily, it should be fine. Yeah, that was the fried kailan. After that, there is a fried rice, again because of cousins. So yeah, this is so far the best fried rice that I had during my entire trip. Yeah, because yeah, it does have a nice balance of different flavors here and there. I guess it also helps that at that point, despite eating 2 plates of fried rice beforehand already, I was starting to crave like fried rice, and yeah, I guess it came in at the right timing, so hooray for me. But yeah, it's pretty standard. Still has that wok hei taste, but still I feel that this is so far the best one that I had. Like, I feel like it is very okay, not saying that the others weren't like cooked as well, but this one felt like it was really there's a different level when it came to like cooking this fried rice. I feel anyway. But yeah, we also had the fried chicken. This will be the last one that we had, because this was day 4 of our trip. So yeah, things was starting to wrap up, and yeah, this was the last plate of fried chicken that we ordered. And this one in particular, I remember eating it and feeling like, oh, there was a bit of cooked. Not cooked, I mean all of them were cooked, yes. There was a bit of a smoky kind of taste. And the chicken, it feels like it feels very hot, it feels very warm. Not saying that the others won't, the others were definitely cooked, but there is also a bit of like that somewhat rawness to that chicken. I'm not saying that they're not properly prepared, because it is perfectly fine. But this one is a whole different level where it feels like I ate it, I took a bite. It feels like everything in that chicken was really, like, you can feel that there's fire in it. Yeah, I know I'm not putting like the best words out there, but yeah, I'm trying to phrase it as best as I can. It's hard to describe flavors, But yeah, I felt that so far this one was the best fried chicken that I tasted for that trip. But yeah, a good thing that we ended off on that note. So yeah, I also did a bit of shopping. So yeah, I bought a few blocks. So we have a Pikachu, a Psyduck, and Luffy from One Piece. So yeah, I bought a few. So but some of these are not for me. Some of these I do plan to give out to a few friends, because I know that yeah, a few of them like certain characters. So I figured, okay, yeah, why not just buy it along the way. But yeah, I do like making these blocks, these Lego blocks. I won't say Lego because these are not made by the Lego company. These are yeah, but I do enjoy like building this kind of stuff. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I may build this on stream. I do have a few boxes that are like haven't been touched for quite a while, so who knows? Maybe future stream ideas. But yeah, also after that, this is day 5. Going breakfast with my uncle. We were just going around the area, and yeah, this was Kopang Baru. So there's a certain street that has all these like graffiti paintings. Okay, not graffiti, maybe wall paintings. I don't know what's the proper word. That I felt like, oh, that's pretty cool. Why not take a few photos and share it with you guys? And yeah, that place is also very crowded. A lot of cars here and there. While I was taking the photos, my uncle managed to find a place to, just stop and not disrupt traffic. But for some reason, there was this car that was constantly honking, and I do not know what was going on. This was like way at the corner, like outside kind of thing. So I don't know what was going on. It was just honking non-stop, and I don't know why. And so I was like quickly taking my photos, because immediately we were not like parking in a proper lot. So I was fearing that, oh, am I like disrupting traffic indirectly? But so I took photos of this place, as best as I can. Went back to the car and then asked my uncle, are we disrupting anything? He was like, no, that is definitely not us. So I was like, phew, okay, that's a relief. Cause yeah, it's not fun when you are dealing with very angry drivers. And my fair share, not gonna do that again, as best as I can. So yeah, feel like, these are works of art that deserves to be shared around. But yeah, this was Kopang Baru, so this was the place that we went to eat breakfast. So what we have was, we went to the restaurant Lok Yu. Yeah, this is also a local coffee shop. You get to order different types of dishes here and there. I'm not gonna say the what all these signs mean, because again, I do not know. I know that this one is Lok Yu, which is the name of the restaurant. The rest, probably not. Yeah, sorry, I do not know. But yeah, what we had was nasi lemak. This is the most... Okay, this is the kind of nasi lemak that we usually order. So this is a lot more elaborate compared to the ones that we had. Again, this is down to what we ordered ourselves. So nothing against the places that we ate. So the nasi lemak that we had was, besides your usual rice, sambal chili, boiled egg and cucumber slices, and peanuts, and we also had ikan bilis, which is your fried anchovies, your pineapples, your onions, where the onions is buried deep inside, over here, and your chicken. So yes, this is what you usually expect from nasi lemak. So there's a lot more stuff. Actually, it is just a slightly little bit from what I usually order. Yeah, because I don't usually have like pineapples and onions, and yeah, usually pineapples and onions in my nasi lemak. But hey, I'm not complaining. Sharing this with my mom and uncle, so yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable time. We also ordered char-kway-teow again. This was, your usual, your flat rice noodles, garlic, soy sauce, the cockles, which I gave to my mom, the Chinese chives, bean sprouts, but also, yes, we have eggs and onion, and prawns, So yeah, that is more to what I was used to. So more stuff for my char-kway-teow, and yeah, this one definitely has that smoky kind of feel. Definitely more. It definitely does have that salty and oily taste that I usually remember with my char-kway-teow. Of course, it is in a good way, because yeah, I was also craving a little bit of the char-kway-teow, and I don't know why. This is coming from a guy who, I'm sure a few people from my country will say the same thing. Malaysia food, you guys you guys definitely cooked it a lot better than what we have in Singapore. Just saying. But yeah, totally agree. This was very satisfying. Very good. Do definitely recommend you guys to try it out if you all have the opportunity. We also ordered curry noodles, and okay. I know I put curry noodles here, but over here, I know some people call it laksa as well. Like this is I have looked it up. Apparently this is considered a Nonya laksa because you have your this is very different from your Assam laksa. So as you guys can already tell by the soup, this soup is prepared differently. I don't think it's fish broth. This is like, this is curry paste with coconut milk, actually. Coconut milk. Yeah, I forgot to list it over here, but there is a strong coconut taste to that soup. And you have your tau pork, your fish cake, your char siu. In this case, it's actually chicken char siu. It is not Chinese barbecue pork. It is chicken meat instead, which does happen. And your noodles and your bean curd skin and your cockles. And this one is my favorite type of laksa. But the only reason why I didn't put like laksa in this slide is because apparently it's not something that people usually refer it to. Like over there, they just call it curry noodles, which is fair. I believe some places in Singapore they also call it curry noodles instead, so that it's not confused with Assam laksa, which is the more well-known laksa, I guess. But to me, that is my favorite type of laksa. But yeah, this was the thing that I was really craving for, curry noodles. And yeah, my uncle took me to this place because he knew I was craving for it. And yes, pretty enjoyable experience. The coconut taste was quite prominent. It was to a satisfying degree. And yeah, it has a nice amount of spice, the nice amount of sweetness with that curry noodle. So yeah, definitely felt fulfilled with that breakfast. By the way, it is still breakfast. So we also ordered the ham and egg croissant, or croissant as you guys pronounce it. Again, for the longest time I was so used to calling it croissant because parents don't really my parents, they are not exactly the most English educated of folks, so they call it croissant until much later, like way recently, I realized that the correct pronunciation is croissant. So yes, this is the ham and egg croissant. They serve different flavors of croissant, different fillings. So the one that I got was the ham and egg, which is nice. It does bring a bit of a Western kind of taste to my very Easternish breakfast. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a nice crunch, very nice crunchy feeling. I had to be kind of careful though because the egg and ham is not exactly like very tight, especially when you're using a fork and knife. And I know it may be blasphemy for some people, but I do use my fork and knife when I have the chance. So yeah, cutting it is a bit tricky because the bread will crumble and it can be quite a mess on the table. So please do watch out for that if you guys are eating it the way that I do. But heck, even I think when you're using your hand, yeah, it is also a bit risky just trying to like put everything in your mouth comfortably. But overall, the taste is good. The taste is very good. You get your salty ham with your eggs, which does make it a bit like fluffy and not as hard when you are like eating through the bread. But yeah, so after that we did a bit of shopping. So Shiro and Fumika, if you guys happen to be on the stream, yes, I finally bought some tea. And yes, I finally found the tea that I needed. So yes, I have from left to right, we have peppermint, raspberry, and chamomile. So yes, hopefully this will be good for my body, my soul, and also relieves the headaches because man, I've been having headaches quite frequently, and yeah, hopefully this tea will help things moving forward. So yeah, finally gonna be trying that out soon. I may be trying a little something for down the road, and yeah, just gonna be sharing my experience with, you know, specific kinds of food or drinks. So yeah, hopefully I get to do that soon, and I hope you guys look forward to that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Shiro, thank you for the recommendation, dude. So yeah, we did get this in a supermarket, I believe. So I was like looking and like thinking, okay, definitely at some point I should be able to find some tea that I can buy. And yeah, lo and behold, finally I got the tea, and yeah, can't wait to try this out. We have quite a number of packets, so it should be fine. I also may want to share this with a few friends as well, you know, just to get different opinions, because this is coming from a guy who doesn't drink much, you know, tea that is not like you know, the local kind of tea that I usually drink. So yes, looking forward to it. Besides that, we also did shopping for other things, which is, yeah, this stuff over here. So this is in a mall. There's a store that sells Korean goods apparently. So I saw a few keychains, and yeah, you know me, as someone who is, you know, very into Sonic, I just take whatever I can get. So yeah, we have this Supersonic keychain and Shadow keychain over here. Yeah, the Funko keychains, they're definitely based on Funko Pops. I'm not gonna say whether they are but oh man, that throat is killing me, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, why not just take them? They are very affordable. So like, okay, why not? Also bought Darth Vader and Nezuko from Demon Slayer as well, because I know some friends who really like it. So yeah, I thought a little gift would be nice for them. But whether they use it, I have absolutely no idea. But hey, I guess we'll see. But yeah, I bought these. Also bought a few clothes. Not gonna say which ones, cause I actually forgot which ones I had. I also forgotten to take photos. So yeah. But yeah, you know, that's a little bit of shopping here and there. I believe I also bought something else. Yes. We also passed by a Guardian, which is our pharmacy over here and there. So the reason why I said oh no is because I wasn't expecting to bump into this, and for some reason it's only Malaysia that has this collab with Spy Family. So I was like thinking, man, it's one thing to buy, like, you know, those small little knickknacks of, you know, your favorite characters and stuff. It's another thing to buy a whole entire collection of, you know, anime stuff in front of your family. So I was like thinking, oh, so I buy it, and then I look at the price tag. It is 50 ringgit, which translates to about like what? Less than 20 Sing dollars over here. I'm like, that is a steal. Even my relative who saw this later on, he was like saying, dude, that is a deal, man. Like yeah, should have gotten it. And I was like thinking, okay. Yeah, so I bought it, and yeah, so what is inside this collection, you guys may be wondering. So this is a photo that I gotten from the back part of the box. So it's not exactly that clear, but hey, this could be incentive for you guys if you guys want to, you know, shop for this kind of stuff. So it includes a 3D big poster over here. This was, I believe, during when the movie was coming out. So yeah, it's still surprising that it's still there. But yeah, but hey, you know what? Opportunity for me. So we have the big poster over here. We have the sketchbook over here, which I'm not sure whether I'll be using, because as much as I love drawing, sometimes I will be like, how do you expect me to use it? I will not have the heart to, like, you know, touch these kinds of things, much less use it. But yeah, there's also a sticker sheet or 10 pieces. yeah, so it is this little container over here, also stickers over here. Again, I won't have the heart to use it because I know when eventually I have to like peel it out, it will break my heart, and I'm like, man, I really feel bad about using it. Like, I'll be the kind of person who will be like, if I can put it in mint condition, I will. But yeah, that was the Forgers collection, like the entire family. But yeah, the reason why, okay, there was another reason why I said oh no. Besides not, not wanting to like buy this in front of my family, it is this. So, okay, these 3 boxes over here, I already bought these beforehand when I was in JB in Johor Bahru. And each time I was always thinking like, yeah, I'm showing my otaku-ness right there. And yeah, this just happened to be the latest one that I got. So yes, there was actually like 3 previous collaborations that they did. Actually, it might have been the same collaboration, it's just that it was released in different spurts. So there was the Lloyd collection, and then the Yor collection, and then the Anya collection. So all of these were released in 3 different spurts, but I managed to nab all of them. This is me shaking my head because each time I always feel like yes, me being an otaku and spending money on stuff like this. I swear guys, I'm a proper functioning adult. So yeah, now I have like 4 big boxes that have anime goods. Ultimately, I don't regret it, but dang. Yeah, I guess I'm being more open to, being about who I am, showing my love for Spy Family. And it helps that they are also official goods, so yeah, supporting the official release, right? So yes, the first one is the Lloyd collection, which contains the 14-inch laptop sleeve, which again, would really like to use, but I also want to find a way to like protect this laptop sleeve so that it doesn't damage it. This is way too precious. And we also have the acrylic phone holders. And we also have the 3D lenticular sticker, which I still have no idea what it means. I haven't really like taken them out of the boxes yet. Like, I'm pretty sure when I take these out, I need to wear gloves to handle them. But hey, maybe it could be a future unboxing video, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. So that you guys can have a better look. But yeah, the next up we have the Yor collection, which is more fitted for ladies, usually. So we have the cosmetics pouch, the keychain charm mirror, and also another 3D lenticular sticker. I know I say that it could be more suited for ladies usually, but it can also be suited for me because this may be useful for when I go out to cosplay, and I do intend to cosplay in the near future, hopefully the end of this year. So yeah, who knows, maybe I will have use for this. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to find a way to properly protect them before actually using it. But yeah, that is the Yor collection. Also, she has the smallest box, which makes things easier when I have to like store stuff. Because my room is very small, so yeah, I have to plan things out very carefully. And then we also have the Anya collection, which has the most stuff inside. So you have the A4 L-shaped folder, which again, not sure why Japan always has this fascination of like having L-shaped folders in their goods. Not complaining, it's just an observation. And then we also have the 500 pieces jigsaw folder, which you can put it all together. Which I think if anything, this feels like the most like bang for your buck. Like if there's any selling factor that you want to have when you are buying this is probably it. Like a 500 pieces jigsaw puzzle, yeah, that would be good. And also a memory card game, something that you can play with your friends. And of course the 3D lenticular sticker. So yeah, quite a lot of pretty cool stuff with the Spy Family collection. And yeah, just something that I want to bring up. Previously when I bought these 3 collections in Johor Bahru, there was this promotion going on. So basically what it means is that you will get a discounted price of I believe 99 ringgit each, provided you buy a few selected goods. Only then will you get the discounted price, which I did. And man, my purchases for that trip became a whole lot bulkier. But yeah, I think after that, it just went down to the discounted price. So yeah, I believe the collaboration is still going on. Yeah, if you guys happen to be in Malaysia and are fans of Spy Family, please do consider getting it. I'm not sponsored by this, but I feel that these items are pretty neat. Yeah, coming from a Spy Family fan, that was a pretty good buy. So yeah, after that we had dinner. So we had something different. This is not us going to a Chinese restaurant. Have a different change of pace. So my cousins, usually we get them McDonald's. This is the first time you guys are seeing McDonald's over here, but previously we have bought them McDonald's like at least 3 times before this, and I just didn't take a picture because it was just solely for them. So yeah, we also ordered Domino's pizza. We had this large Hawaiian paradise, which is pretty nice. Pineapples on pizza. As someone who has gotten used to eating Hawaiian, yeah, pretty nice, pretty filling. And then we also had the Simply Cheese pizza, which I also enjoy, coming from a guy who really loves cheese. And we also had the I do not know what's the name. I checked the menu, it wasn't there, so I don't know what was up with that. Basically it's pizza with chicken ham, with I believe pineapples as well, and nacho cheese. So that one, I believe this was new, so this was nice. I really love the nacho cheese. It feels very rich, very filling, very thick. So yeah, that was the pizzas that we ordered. It was enough for, I believe, I guess 7. No, it was enough for like 8-ish people. But we also ordered the special box. There was cheesy mozzarella sticks, the golden roasted drumlets, chicken crunchies, and the mini donuts, the mini cinnamon donuts, and also potato wedges. Yeah, but I think the potato wedges were from, I forgot whether was it from Domino's or McDonald's. So yeah, whatever. So this was our dinner. We had a pretty filling dinner. Again, this was something that, this was something that we ate because we had a mind to go out for a supper after that night. So most of this was usually just for the kids and the relatives who are just staying in, but not joining us for supper. So yeah, more of it was for them. But the ones that we ate it was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed the dinner. So after that we went to this place. This is a place I usually go to with my family whenever we go out for supper. So this is the Khan Brothers Ruby Dessert House. So the name over here is the Zima Hu Da Wang. So they basically serve all sorts of pastes. They also have a very rich history, as you guys can see. So they started out at Guangdong, which is Canton. It is also my dialect, Cantonese. So this was in China. So he eventually moved on from Guangdong. Then he went to Kuala Lumpur, to this place, and then to Kuala Lumpur to another place, until now. And as you guys can see from this picture over here, one of the main selling points of this place is that they make very good art of their desserts, which is over here. So these are the ones that we ordered. So from top to bottom, you have your black sesame paste, your zima hu, or your hei zima la. And then you have your teh wu, which is what I ordered, which is sesame plus almond. And then your cha wu, which is your sesame plus walnut. And then your Moonwoo, which is your sesame and peanut. Yeah, this one was ordered by my relatives who are husband and wife, so they really like their sesame, so yeah. And then this was the one that my mom ordered, which is the Daiseihe, which is your sesame plus peanut plus almond plus walnut. Yeah, so they also do like different sorts of art, so it can be, you may order like the same particular bowl with someone, but the art will be different. So yeah, every trip is a whole different art piece that you get to see. I'm pretty sure that there's some art that they've reused. It just so happens that I didn't see it. But yeah, there's a whole lot of variety, and yeah, that's a little summary of how they taste. They're usually like warm desserts, so they are warm, they are very thick, they're very creamy. You can feel a little bit of that sesame and peanut texture if you order it, like that nutty kind of feeling. But it is in such a way that it feels like it's smooth, yeah, at the same time there's also a bit of a little stuff like included inside, in a good way, of course. Yeah, it is warm, it is very nice, especially for the place. The place, it is like this area over here. I don't think I've taken photos of that area because for this time around we were actually inside the restaurant. But usually most of the customers will be like outside in a more open area, and sometimes it can get quite windy, and when you have like warm desserts such as this, yeah, it's the perfect atmosphere for you to enjoy that dessert. For us, this time we were inside the restaurant, and yeah, there is ventilation, there are fans, but if you want a better experience, personally I do like it when we get to sit outside. It's pretty chill, very warm vibes. Also, the surrounding area it does give you that kind of like those old Hong Kong movies kind of feel, where you are like surrounded by those old apartment buildings. It does have a nice like retro kind of feel. Personally, that's what I feel. And I have mentioned this to my relatives while eating with them, like, yeah, they do kind of agree, like, it does feel more relaxed, more laid back. You can just chill, just talk to people. You also don't have to worry about like, the rush. It doesn't give out that kind of like fast-paced city life. Like, even to the locals, they also feel like, yeah, it's more chill, more relaxed. But yeah, that was for the desserts. There's also different other combinations here and there, but usually most of the flavors are sesame, peanut, almond, walnut. You can get it by itself, or you can also get it together. But yeah, it's usually like 2s or in my mom's case, all 4. And yeah, that's pretty nice, that's pretty neat. But yeah, after that is the 6th day. So this is our final day. This is what we have for breakfast. So this is 2 fen. Basically it is char siu, your meatballs, your tauki, your bihun, your rice vermicelli, and your big head vegetable, your da tou cai. The da tou cai, just gonna put it out there, can be quite sour, can be a bit bitter. That's my opinion. Not a fan of that. But I mean, it is pretty standard for, this particular dish. But yeah, the 猪肉粉 is usually like, 猪肉粉 in direct translation, it just means your your minced pork bihun. So you have like little chunks of like pork over there, but I believe we ordered the very vegetarian variant, so this char siu is actually vegetarian meat. So yeah, not much of meat over there. But it was pretty nice. Pretty warm. It's pretty nice to just eat for breakfast. It gives you enough to start the day, but also won't be so filling to a point where you can't where you're feeling that food coma. It's pretty nice. Pretty slow pace. But yeah, after that we went to the airport, and this is our lunch. We went to Tea Garden. This can be found in the airport before you head off. So yeah, it is a nice tea place. It is similar to Oriental Coffee, the place that we ate for lunch for our first day. What we had was this. this was the red bean soup plus black glutinous rice plus glutinous balls. So over here is your red bean soup. And then this black stuff over here is your black glutinous rice. And the white one is your glutinous balls. So this is also a warm dessert. Pretty thick, pretty creamy. The glutinous balls, they're quite small. I mean, it is the kind that you are supposed to like, just eat, chew a little bit, and then just swallow. Yeah, it is a pretty nice warm kind of appetizer slash dessert. It can go both ways, to be honest. But yeah, after that we also had the steamed custard sponge cake, or in our case we usually just call it the Malai Kao, which in rough translation it means Malay cake, but the English translation is actually steamed custard sponge cake, and it is very nice. It is very fluffy. You have your you have the eggs, you have your custard. You'll definitely feel the custard. The custard is quite strong in this one, but it is so fluffy in such a sense that it doesn't feel very overpowering. Like you'll feel the I guess the cake more than the custard, and then just slowly get the taste of it. Yeah, like this is considered a dim sum dish. Like you guys can see like the container that it was in. Like these are usually for serve with your dim sum dishes. So yeah, the Malai Kao is one of the usual dim sum dishes that most people will eat. And then the next one we have is the Cantonese golden lava buns, your liu sha bao. So it is a steamed bun with salty custard and egg yolk filling. Like the reason why they call it lava is because when you eat it, the filling will ooze out. So yeah, that is your lava when you eat that golden lava bun. And again, as you guys can see by the container, it is a Cantonese dim sum dish, and it is very nice. But do be careful. The filling can be quite hot, so do eat with caution, because for me, you guys can see by my thumb. The moment I ate that bun, the filling came out, and it is very hot, and it made contact with my thumb, and I was like, ah. So yeah, it oozes out, and these are the kind of buns that you have to eat with your hands, because if you like try to use a fork and knife to cut it to bits and pieces, again, the filling will come out, it will ooze out, so you're not gonna have the filling. And in my case, with this dim sum container, there is nothing at the base, so you'll mess up the table if that filling comes out, and yeah, you're gonna make a mess out of yourself. It's gonna be very embarrassing. So yes, please do be careful. But having said that, this is very good. The lava bun is like it's a bit salty, which obviously salty custard and egg yolks, but it is very. But again, if you're into that kind of stuff, it is a must try. Very filling. Please do be careful. Don't be like me. Managed to get a very good warm feeling in his thumb, and end up wasting part of the filling on the table, which is not fun. So yeah, that was quite the trip. But we also ordered the iced 3 layers tea. This is the one that they are very well known for. This is their specialty. So what this is, the 3 layers, they are the chicken gula melaka, which is your palm sugar syrup. The gula means sweet, I believe. And then there's your evaporated milk and your thick tea. So you can put it one by one, and then you will get to see these 3 layers forming up. So this is your gula melaka, and parts of the evaporated milk is here, and then your thick tea. So you have your 3 layers all good to go. But of course, if you want the proper experience, you of course you have to stir, so that everything is properly properly consistent, because gula melaka is very sweet. So at the cost of not having like something so sweet go inside your mouth, please stir it properly, as thorough as you can, and then you have a very nice consistent drink. a very nice, consistent, enjoyable drink. But yeah, that was the tea. And we also ordered the wholemeal bun with kaya and butter. I know that this may not be the proper name that they gave. The thing about this restaurant, I tried to look for their menu. They do not have the name, so I actually had to like improvise and see how to properly describe them. But yeah, this is basically, you know, your wholemeal bun. There's a thick layer of kaya and butter, and the butter is, again, as you guys can see, it is a very thick, solid layer. And when it comes to like these kinds of butter, it is very cooling. It is very nice. It is complete opposite of like your standard butter spread. Like butter spread, if you lay on like rather, you know, cleanly, or heck, even as thick as you can. Like if it's not a solid block like this, you won't really have that buttery taste. This, on the other hand, because it's a solid block, you can feel the butter. You can feel the cooling taste when you are, you know, eating into that bun. And it's a good thing it's a solid, or this is the kind of bun where you can, like, you know, slice it into a few slices for you to share with, you know, yourself and everyone, and everyone can enjoy it. It is nicely spread out. You can feel the butter, you can feel the kaya, and it's just, you know, that nice baked feeling coupled with the sweetness that you get from the kaya. And then lastly, we also had the lor mai fan, which is lor mi fan, glutinous rice with your peanuts, your mushrooms, and your dried shrimp. So this one is also a very compressed. It's a very nice dish to, you know, to eat. It's also a dim sum dish, even though it's not in that container. Usually it's served in this metallic aluminium bowl, which they will flip on top so that when they remove it, you will get this shape. So it is, okay, I won't say it's like very tightly compressed compared to the other one that we had, but you know, it's pretty nice. It's pretty solid. It's pretty good. The peanuts, they're very generous with the peanuts, and yeah, you get that nice crunch, that nice roasted kind of crunch when you get the peanuts. But personally, not a fan of mushrooms, so yeah, I do try to like eat as much of the rice and the peanuts as much as possible so that it overpowers the mushroom taste. But yeah, again, this is just me, and that's me not being a fan of mushrooms. But yeah, this is also a go-to whenever I, like, you know, eat dim sum, lor mai fan or lor mai kai, which is the variant where they usually add the chicken. Yeah, a must-have whenever you order dim sum. But yeah, that is lor mai fan. And yeah, oh yes, for dessert we have the kueh platter, which is going from left to right. We have the ubi kayu kukus, and then we have the kueh kosui, and also the ubi kayu goreng. So the interesting to note about these two are pretty similar, as you guys can tell by the name. So the ubi kayu kukus, okay, before I get into that, okay, so all these three, just so that we can get a general idea on what they are basically glutinous rice cakes. Glutinous rice cakes with some coconut shavings involved, as you guys can see here, and also some sweet stuff added in as well. I know this is a very basic layman terms of it, because I did try to look it up on Google just so that I can have a better idea on like what exactly I've eaten, but my results came out a bit too messy, might not be that easy to follow, especially for me. So I'm trying my best here. So yeah, these are all desserts. They are rice cakes. So yeah, you guys can see like the white shavings over here. That is actually like coconut shavings. And the thing about the kayu kukus and kayu goreng, so the difference here is that the kayu kukus, you have your coconut shavings over here, like a lot of coconut shavings. The kayu goreng is more of a fried variant, so you have a more of that hardness, that crunch, that soft crunch that you can get while you are eating it. Because these two are mostly very soft. Like you can eat it. It feels like it will just seamlessly go through your spoon. While the goreng here, there will be a bit of a tension while you are like scooping it up, but they are both very good. And if I have to like pick an order, the kayu goreng, this is my number one, followed by the kosui, and then the kayu kukus. So yeah, if I remember correctly, the quick kosui is also made out of gula melaka, the one that I mentioned being very sweet, also very dark, that dark palm sugar. Yeah, that is very sweet, but pretty enjoyable. So yeah, this is also one of the things that they specialize in. Do feel free to try it out if you guys have the chance. But yeah, that was our dessert. Because after that, yeah, we said our goodbyes, we took the plane, and that was it. Yeah, that's all, folks. That was the end of our trip. So yeah, that was the end of my 6 days. Most of it was, you know, just eating food with family, hanging out with them. That 2-day trip to that resort was the most special one. This was my first time ever going to, in a sense, a beach resort with all these activities. Yeah, I'm glad that I actually got to like experience those kind of things. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it without my mom, because again, it's her side of the family that, you know, we usually visit, and you know, she likes visiting her family. And yeah, I also feel quite close to my mom's side of the family in Malaysia, and yeah, we got close, we bonded. And oh man, I also want to just share this a little story without going into too much details. So throughout the trip, I was staying with my uncle, my mother's cousin. And my mother's cousin, he has 2 young kids, pretty young. One is 7, another one is 10. Yeah, so pretty young kids. They grew up watching YouTube videos, and man, a lot of YouTube videos, to a point where I did ask them, so do you guys watch any like actual shows? And they said, no, not really. We watch YouTube videos. I'm like, okay, interesting. Yeah, it's like interesting how you know, different generations consume their media. So yeah, throughout the entire trip, we stayed with them. This was my first time staying with them actually, and yeah, I did get close to my cousins during that trip, and yeah, we played games, we watched videos, talk about a lot of stuff. I mean, as much stuff as you can with you know, young kids. Then when it was time to go, we said our goodbyes. It was happy, we hugged, and you know, said that we will see each other again, probably next year. And then when you know, when we were boarding our flight, my mom got this video from, you know, from her group chat. It was this video of my younger cousin, the 7-year-old, crying. And he was crying, and he was like bawling, and it's like, oh no. Yeah, he said like he misses us. Like, we haven't even bothered of plane back, by the way. Like, he was already like crying very badly, and he said he really misses us, and like he was asking when are we coming back, and I was like, oh no. I didn't think it would affect him this bad, because apparently this was the first time that he has like relatives staying over, and yeah, we could feel that when like during our first day, like this cousin, he immediately went to his neighbor's house, because he was quite close to that neighbor. He actually told that neighbor, he was like so excited, my relatives are staying over, this is my first time. And like, okay, very happy. Then like, I thought it was like pretty normal, like pretty chill, like, you know, we just talk, hang out, you know, do things together while also doing our own things. On our last day, not on our last day. Wait, actually, no, it's on our, yeah, it was on our last day before we went to the airport. We, you know, we had some time in the house, so we play a few games, play a few games with him. Thing is, halfway during the playing, he went to play on his phone, like, you know, play his own games on his phone. So I was like thinking, oh, okay, I guess he just wants to do his own thing. Alright, fine. Then while we were in the airport, when we got that video, well, okay, he also did give us this like handwritten letter, which is quite sweet. Like, he said that he loves us, he loves having us around, hope that we can come back soon, which is, which is very touching. We don't usually get handwritten notes, especially in this era. So yeah, we thought it was okay. Like, when we got into the car, it was perfectly normal. He was like waving goodbye to us, happy, okay, quite normal. When we got that video, while I was touched and a little bit sad that he, cried, a tiny part of my brain was like thinking, but you were doing your own thing, just as we were about to leave. So I'm like, okay, I guess you don't really know what was gonna happen until you really felt it, that kind of situation. So it's like, oh man, I felt sad. And apparently, I heard from my relatives, he was still crying even until now. So it's like, oh no. Yeah, that did break my heart. Because he may be a bit mischievous, like, as all kids do, but I do feel that he was a good boy. And yeah, I do hope I can see him soon. Hopefully he still remembers me. So yeah, hoping to see how things will go from there though. But yeah, that was it for our Malaysia trip, and yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable experience. I know going into this trip, like this is the kind of stuff that happened before the trip. Just sharing a little bit. So for you guys who may have followed me on my Twitch, my YouTube, my Instagram, or my Twitter, you guys may notice that I've been posting some stuff, some non-stream related stuff. So I believe I can share it over here. Let me just go onto my Twitter, or my X for those people who don't know, who do not want to refer to that. So yeah, I have been making some non-stream related content such as this. So I am starting a few little mini projects here and there. So the first one is this little juice boost. I'm trying to find some way to get people inspired, or at least get people moving to do whatever it is that they want to do, and hopefully just brighten up their day, get them moving, those little kind of stuff. Cause I may not be someone who can actively contribute to something, but I do want to be a hero that can support others in following their dreams. At least that is the main concept. So there are two variants of this kind of stuff. One is this image post that I have right here. So I am gonna take some quotes from characters from all sorts of media. It could be games, it could be TV shows, movies, anything. As long as it is fitting, yeah, I'm gonna put it there, and just inspire whoever sees this, in the hopes that they will be inspired, and see how things will go from there. The other one is this one. It is this little video short. Yeah, the second one is this, just this little video short, just, talking to you guys, and, just, these are words that I try to come up with myself, just so that, we can inspire each other, motivate each other, do whatever it is that we want to do. Again, this is the idea behind Juice Boost. Boosting you guys up in whatever way I can. I try it. It may or may not work, but hey, we all learn from each other's experiences and yeah, just see what we can do for ourselves. But yeah, the other thing that I'm also doing is this little DA media trivia. So yeah, I've always been interested in various types of media and how they evolved. So I figured, okay, let's drop a few fun facts about various media and how they evolved in general. So the first one we have here is the earliest forms of media, which includes like oral tradition, which means like oral stories, like stories that are verbally told to other people, and cave paintings, hieroglyphics, manuscripts, inscriptions, and early painting techniques. Like those are the earliest forms of media. So I'm just dropping a few examples here, and yeah, this is just a little fun fact for people who are interested, and this is just something that I would like to share my passion with everyone. So yeah, if this thing is your cup of tea, please do stay tuned for the next one. I do plan on making these kind of things like every week. Like for Monday and Friday it will be Juice Boost. For Wednesday it will be DA Media Trivia. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to like experiment with different forms of content, so it'll be fun for all sorts of people. At least I try because I do not want to just entertain, and that entertain is in giant air quotes, by the way. But I also want to educate, share my passion with everyone, cause I know I may not be the most knowledgeable in terms of stuff, but if there's one thing that I can vouch for myself, is that I'm at least passionate in finding things out and sharing whatever I've learned with you guys. But yeah, I also want to give a shout out to the people that inspire me to do this. Piper Sensei, she's a real life teacher who's also a YouTuber. She also does stuff like this. She educates. She makes those kind of very educational infographics, and I believe I can share her stuff over here. Yeah, currently she's doing her Sonic month right now, so yeah, she does stuff like this. Miss Piper Says, where she can, where she's sharing stuff about VTuber etiquette, stuff about VTubers in general, just educating people on how to be a better VTuber, or heck, even a better content creator in general. Like that was one of my inspirations to do this, because yeah, it is fun to learn all this kind of stuff. A few more people that I've also been inspired by is also Shiro. Shiro, if you're still here, I'm gonna shout you out as well. Yes, so Shiro Mutant, he's learning pharmacy. So yes, he also does similar stuff like this. He gives pharmaceutical tips. One of the latest one is about heat stroke, which really helps a lot, cause I've seen people who suffer from heat stroke, and yeah, this definitely spreads awareness to people's health. Like heat stroke, it could happen to anyone. So what do you do when you encounter, or if you are starting to feel the effects? Yeah, you can refer to this. You can figure out what to do, and figure out the symptoms, and just try to make things easier for yourself and other people as well. So yeah, that was Shiro. The other person, there are 4 main people that I wanted to thank for inspiring me. So the other person is Ayurisu. You guys may have known her from the few collabs that I've been with her recently. So yes, she also does stream inspirational ideas. So yes, what she does is that she gives off ideas that can be, which can help give you ideas for people who want to like stream some stuff but do not know how. So yeah, this is one example. Something that can allow for chat interaction, allow for more better forms of content. At least you guys will be able to see how to approach certain ways for streaming if you guys are aiming for that. Yeah, heavily recommend Ayurisu's ideas, because they are so very cool, they are very innovative, pretty unique. So yeah, please do credit her when you guys have the chance, if you guys are using her ideas, because yeah, that is her hard work. That is her hard work. But yeah, the fourth person that I want to thank is Neo Monstrum. He is also a fellow Toku VTuber, and he also does VTuber tech support. So yeah, one of the things that he does is this. So he does yeah, he does you know, those few posts about, you know, tech support, where he gives us like all these cool tips about how to, you know, manage your tech as a VTuber. Like, those are pretty helpful. But there's also another thing that I got from him. This was quite a while back, and this was helpful in my post. You know, those posts about quotes. Where is it? I know it's taking a while to load. Let me check it. It is a while back. Basically it is you know, those Toku Sensei quotes. And yeah, I was quite inspired by them, because, you know, it did boost my day back when I was starting out. Like, he used to post these quotes from Tokusatsu heroes, and yeah, I was inspired to, you know, follow up on my own take on things. So yeah, I know it's quite a while back, but I do want to at least show a example. Yeah, before, you know, we wrap things up. But yeah, these guys do very cool stuff, and yeah, I'm not sure whether will my stuff be as good as theirs, but I'll try. I mean, it is still the first few steps. We are still figuring things out. But yeah, I hope that I'll be able to, you know, help you guys out a little, whether is it by entertaining or, you know, inspiring, whatever it is. Yeah, so this is one of the examples, daily Toku quotes. This is the stuff that he used to do, you know, quoting Tokusatsu characters, which is pretty inspirational. It gets me thinking, and yeah, it got me inspired to do my own posts about, you know, other characters with their own quotes as well. But yeah, that was my inspiration. So yeah, my 4 inspirations behind these guys, to Piper, to Shiro, to Neo, and of course to Shiro. Wait, did I mention twice? Piper, Shiro, Neo, and Ayu? Yes, please, really do check these folks out. They make very amazing stuff. Please do show them some support. And yeah, really thank you guys for supporting me, and really appreciate it. I hope I can grow better as a content creator, because I do not want to just do streaming, because there's only so much I can do with streams. I do also want to, you know, experiment with these kind of content. Like, again, I have been making, you know, video shorts, image posts and stuff like that. So I hope that eventually these segments will eventually grow, and yeah, maybe you guys will feel something. I don't know, but it's a dream. It's a goal that I'm working towards, slowly figuring things out. But hey, we'll see in the near future, who knows. But yeah, that is all I have to say. Yeah, I do thank you all for tuning in. The next stream will be tonight, actually, in 9 PM Singapore time. So basically, slightly more than 6 hours later, it will be Sonic Adventure with mods. So the mods is, I'm gonna get the better SADX mod set up. Hopefully I can get it set up. So yeah, we have a much better experience with Sonic Adventure 1. Because after all, this is Sonic's anniversary month. So yeah, hope to have fun with you all. So yeah, this is my first time streaming in the morning. So despite the bumpy starts and the middle, I think that is a good practice. It is a nice try, you know, streaming in the morning. This is my first ever stream in the morning, and today will be the first ever time that I'm also streaming twice. So yeah, hope to see how things will go. Yeah, it's nice change. Yeah, it's nice change of pace sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I try. I don't usually stream in the morning, cause sometimes there is stuff that I want to like take a precaution for. But yeah, I do thank you all for still tuning in anyway. So yeah, it is nice. It is nice. Like I do see a few new faces, and yeah, it is pretty nice. At least gives me a validation that you guys will still come in when it's convenient. When it's convenient, of course. You guys will still come in when, even despite the drastically different timing. So yeah, I really appreciate it. It gives me a better idea on what to do. But yeah, can relate. Sometimes I get too busy or I get too lazy when it comes to morning streams. Yeah, dude, totally relate. It is hard because sometimes, as you guys can see, at the start of the stream, actually throughout the stream, my brain wasn't working, which, I mean, I guess I can say that for all my streams, really. My brain takes a while to load up, and it gets tired very easily. So, who knows what can happen? I don't know what can happen. But yeah, the fact that you guys can still understand what I'm saying, I guess I'll take it as good. I'll take it as good practice. So yeah, hopefully I want to get better. I want to get better at speaking, really. without having to slur, without having to stutter. That is the dream. That is a sign that I've grown as a hero. But yeah, you'll see, I'm gonna rest my throat. I'm gonna actually eat my breakfast. Like, my breakfast has been here for the entire duration of this stream. So yeah, let's go. But yeah, if you guys have any feedback, please do feel free. I'm available on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch Whisper. Yeah, you are free to do that as well. YouTube, you guys can drop it in the comments. Again, feel free. Yeah, I'm open to constructive criticism, as long as it is respectful. Please do it in a respectful way, because that's the only way for people to listen to you. Just saying. So yeah, please do feel free to comment on what I can improve. Any feedback, also just feel free to share. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Not call it a night. Oh man, I'm so used to this. We're gonna call it a wrap for now, and give someone a rate before, you know, we come back for the afternoon. Thank you for the stream. Do take care, eat well, rest well, and enjoy your breakfast. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I hope you all take care of yourselves. Please drink some water. Please get some food, unlike this boy over here. Yeah, and I will see you all soon. Now let's see, who can we raid? Let's see. I doubt there's anyone talking about Malaysia at this time of the day. Probably just me. It's just me. Okay, I see a friend that we can raid. Okay, so I believe. Okay, I know I wasn't able to like shout you guys out as usual in this screen, because yeah, this. Okay, the secret is I actually still trying to figure out why my shoutouts have been acting all weird and funky. So yeah, it is disabled for this stream, but I hope I can get it back up with tonight's stream. So yeah, who knows? Hopefully it works. But yeah, let's rate Anna Frey. She is currently playing Elia Rizzer, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout. So yeah, please do share her. Please do send her some support and some love. But yeah, without further ado, this is a wrap. I will see you all soon. Thank you all for tuning in, and yes, stay tuned. Bye!